Hey listeners, how are you all? Thank you so much for being our awesome members. There's a lot to come more. Sit tight, be comfy, put your headphones, now let's begin. Going back 2 days before the incident, watching the lottery channel at night, I watch as the numbers on the screen for the Mega Lotto are the same as mine on the ticket that I'm grabbing. Seeing this, I celebrate with a happy mood as I kiss the ticket in my hand. After a total of 3 months of playing lottery, I finally win the jackpot prize. Now, I can give my guardians and my little sister some money for them to spend on what they want to. Thinking all of the things that I want to do after I got the money prize. My family comes first, as they were the one that birth and cherish me in the times that I'm with them. As I turn off the TV, I put myself on the bed and began to fall asleep. I dreamed of the luxurious life that my family will be after I go back to my hometown. Waking up after tapping the button of the alarm clock, I was rejuvenated and my mood is soaring high. I call first my mother for the great news that happened at night. Having a call with my mother, she was shocked that I won the lottery and couldn't believe it until I says the number of my ticket is the same as last night's number. She was happy for me and announced it to my sister and father. My father was delighted that I won the lottery and will cook me some roasted pork after I come home there. I notify that I will leave and come to them tomorrow morning. My father was glad and hoped for me to safely come home to them. I talked to my mother more and we ended the call with my sister warning me about her dream. I take it from the heart and end the call. After the call, I start to look from the fridge on what to eat and found some leftover meal from last night. I heat it up, prayed first for the blessing that the God has given to me and began eating the food. After eating, I tidy myself, wear some clothes and double checking first my ticket and things that I'll bring before leaving. After eating, I tidy myself, wear some clothes and double checking first my ticket and things that I'll bring before leaving. After leaving the apartment that I'm living, I jog my way towards the HQ of Dream Big Esports, where my job as a professional player. Upon arriving and ringing the bell, a voice was heard from the speaker outside of the doorway. Who? Upon questioning of the person, I answered, "It's me, Boss Chris." As I answered back, the doors opened. I entered inside of the building. There I see a man holding a cup of coffee. He was called Boss Chris by us. He's the owner of the Dream Big Esports after he retired from gaming professionally. He's 6'5", brown spiky hair and someone that everybody loves before and after he retires. "Oh, it's you, Ron. What's the matter with you so early in the morning?" As Boss Chris questioned my early arrival, I state my situation about winning the lottery and want to go back to my hometown for 2 days before coming back here. I see. Well, I'll allow it, but first you must attend the practice and be sure to be safe after going there. Do you understand? As I nod my head and happy with the approval, I talk more with Boss Chris before leaving the building. After leaving, I immediately go to the main branch of lottery where I privately submit my signed ticket with my information on it. The seller asks for my IDs and I give it to him. Upon receiving and verified that the ticket is legit, he guide me secretly to the Treasury Department where I'll claim my prize money. The director of the department congratulate me and give me the check of the jackpot prize with reduced money due to tax, albeit a little bit, but I don't care. The director picture together with me holding the check and advise me some tips so that the vulture and some opportunist won't get a hold of me. I take his advice, going with the flow, and exit the building with a poker face. After getting the check, I come back to the headquarters and attend the practice together with the other members. I notify them about my win last night. "No way. You won that? That's awesome, bro. Oh, wow, good for you, Ron." Hey Ron, give me some, will ya? Some of the member flock to me. They are Michael, Raymond, Sean and Angelo respectively. "Josh, what's the rate of us winning the jackpot of the lottery?" A small little girl curiously questioned to the man that's currently swiping his mouse all over the place. "Shut it, will ya, Trisha? I'm doing my best here in getting a high score in the aiming section. Also, I think you have the chance of 1/40 million something. Game over FCK. Josh, the one aiming on beating me on the aim reaction is the analyst and support player of Dream Big in shooting games. He's the one that replaced Boss Chris when he's not there in practice. Now, that's Ron here. All of you are now going to practice. Look at Josh, he's already practicing." Boss Chris suddenly shout at the balcony. "Yes, whatever you say, Boss Chris. All right. Okay." We go respectively on our chamber and start our gaming. Sean start practicing on his spraying, Michael on strategies with Josh, Angelo and Raymond play with each other on 1v1ing, and me playing rank matches. After playing while stream is on, I got tired a little bit and took a break on case opening. Gambling ticket case. Hey, uncommon. I open a different case. See throne case. Trident Royale M4A1 chat on the background is surprised how early it is for me to get the featured skin on the case. Chanter Falls case. Wind Falls AWP looking at the chat again, it's so rapid that I can't see immediately the reply they're sending. I open another case. Blitzkrieg crash case. Golden Amazon butterfly knife as I get a legendary knife on the case. The chat keeps overflowing with messages and donations. Okay guys, last case before I start again the stream. As I pick a different case, I opened it. Anime Dome 2016 case. Vengeance Bolt gloves as I smirk and make a smug face on the camera. I see chat that I become a case god of 2017 in Deadly Strike. I continue playing and notify my fans that I was going back to my hometown for a vacation before ending the stream. The fans happy about it congratulate me and give farewell for me. I end the stream and exit my chamber with all of my things that I'm going to bring. Boss Chris, I'm going. As I give my cue on Boss Chris, he give me a like sign and answered. Safe travel for you, Ron, as he said my goodbye to me and me closing the door. Josh heard me and comes with me to walk together with me. Wait, I'm going with you just near at the bus, as he state his reason, I'm surprised. Wow, that's rare from you Josh but okay. As I give my farewell to boss, we close the door and now going to the bus station. As we are going through the area, there's a gossip around about a burglar that steals and will kill anyone who gets in his way. I take note of it as I see the poster and together with Josh, we take a break and eat some street food from the food vendors. As we finish eating and almost at the bus station suddenly a man suddenly come out of nowhere and bump into me. After looking behind, I see the face of the man. Didn't he look familiar? I think I see it from the poster. Hey, Ron, are you okay? As Josh tap me, I feel weird and I falls down from the ground. There's blood? As blood finally trickles down on my body after I fell. Josh pales and calls out for help. Ron. FCK. Someone. Please call an ambulance. As he holds me and calls for help, passerby began to panic and someone now calling the phone as my breath becoming faster. On it, as I heard the shout of someone, my hearing is slowly lowering. Hurry. My breath now slowly losing, the heartbeat becomes slower and my eyelids becoming heavier as time passed. Ron. You. Not. Fall unconscious. Why. You. Me. Ron. As I hear Josh's voice for one last time, I lose consciousness. I remember, I have lost consciousness and now see myself from this darkness. Looking around this nothingness of domain, I close my eyes while regretting the fact that I died. How many seconds, minutes, hours, days, months, and years has it been? I miss my companions, family and squad mates. I want to engage in gaming, have a wonderful rest and be able to see my family again, as I keep seeing. Darkness as I slowly losing myself. A light shines upon me, as the light keeps coming near to me, I suddenly feel pain. Wah. What's this? It hurt. Stop this, please. End this pain. As I keep getting pain, I endured and finally the light finally subside. Although my vision is still kinda blurry, it finally focus and I see an old man. From the looks of it, he looks like a doctor. As I think of it, the doctor shouts something. It's an infant girl. As I look around now, I feel small and I finally realize something. Ooh. What? I become an infant. O1 reincarnated. POV 1 it's an infant girl. Due to my blurry vision, I can't see a thing. But I hear a shout coming from an old man's voice. What language are they using? I can now see my vision coming back to me. Seeing an old man wearing a medical facility cloth, I think he's a doctor from the Get Up. Oi. Unable to control myself, I cried. Also, I'm an infant all of a sudden. I don't know what they're saying. From the words on the signboard and my knowledge from the past, maybe this is Japan. There, little girl. I'll bring you now to your mother so don't cry. Swinging me back and forth, is he comforting me? Kya iwaya. Stretching out my hand to him, he seems to softly grin. 3 girl, this old man is touched. Now, let's give you to your mother. As we began to move, I feel a little bit dizzy. Does this feel like being aware as a born infant? This is a little bit torturing and exhausting. Still being carried, we stop, and as I feel like being handed over, I glance to the woman and I was mesmerized by her appearance, but there's also a looking scary man next to her. Are they my mother and father? Look really weird, but love is love no matter the appearance of one another. As I was being carried by the woman, I unconsciously grin and cries. Ooh wah. The woman before me have a haggard-looking face, possibly from the stress of pushing me out of her body. Her long, silky, wavy brown hair, blue eyes and fair skin. She thanked the doctor and weakly grin while caressing my head. Look, Ryuji, our sweet daughter. Our very first child. I can't believe on what I'm seeing. Seeing my mother look happy and a tear flows out, my father hold his hand on my mother's other hand. 5. It's my honor with you, Akina, to have a child with you, now that it's granted, I hope that our future with our daughter will be great. Seeing my scary father smiles softly, I tries to stretch my hand toward him, which the couple shocked by it. 6. Oh my, Ryuji. Our daughter trying to stretch her hand to you. 7. Yes, little daughter. Your father's here. Touching my father's rough hand, I feel drowsy before falling asleep. Akina Pav, seeing my child finally falls asleep, I heaved a sigh. Cuddling my infant and savoring this moment, a nurse came in asking my infant, which I complied, and now I suddenly feel gloomy as she took her away from me. It's okay, Akina. Our daughter will be safe and sound. You'll have time for her after your recovery. I weakly grin as I put my hand toward my husband. Ryuji, seeing him nod in affirmation, he stand up and a ring from his phone occurs. While he answered it, I close my eyes, reminiscing all the things that happened in our life before, now in present. Comforting me when I'm at my worst while I do the same to him, we have each other's back. I was actually feeling scared as I see my first child, but it was washed away as I bond with her. Akina, I'm sorry, but I have to go. As he tries to explain, I immediately stop him. It's fine, Ryuji. Our child, as you said, will be safe and sound. I also know your situation, so you can go and leave me. He soon turned and embraced me, which I returned to him. We smooch before we let each other go. Seeing Ryuji by the door, I realized something important. Wait. Calling out to him, he glanced to me, which I quickly said. Our daughter, what are we naming her? Saying my question, he quickly thought about it before saying. Junko. Her name will be Junko. Saying her name is Junko. It's enough for me, and now he leave my chamber, which is very quiet, before I open the television to know the news. Ryuji Pav, April 1, 2030. Continuing my way and entering my corporation, my employees greet me and I greet them back. I've been one of the corporation that's been booming ever since that I've make games that's fun, plain, and simple, sometimes complex in multiple types of genres, but rather than me creating them, it's up to me to approve it, and all credits are all to my employee who are happy to work in the team that's working and collaborating with the said project. Flexibility, coordination, and responsibility. That's my motto ever since I build this company, and it has been doing good ever since I continue my father's legacy. Restricting rules but soft and caring for the employees' right. We've been mocked by it, but look at them now squeaking like little ants. Perfect workplace, a peaceful environment, good payment, and a break. What could have you ever asked for? Finishing the presentation review, I've arrived to my office, welcomed by my butler and secretary, swinging a big pile of paper slammed to the table. Ryuji-sama, let me help you with the document. No, rather than that, you should really rest. It's fine. Now that I have a daughter, it's all good, and I've been motivated to continue on this batch. The head butler and the vice president of the company. Yasumoto Sho, serving my retired father and now me. The Yasumoto family have been always the heir to the vice position, and their effort in maintaining that position through massive contribution never ceased to make me amazed by it. He watched the company in the shadow and always views problem in a neutral perspective and tries to immediately solve it. Kaichu, we believe that you should have time for your family, and the employee already agree with it. We, as your employee, are indebted to you, and this is the best way to pay for it. Albrecht Alice, a foreigner that eventually become my secretary on the company, always on time, competent, schedule maker, attentive, any traits that you can found on a definition of a dignified secretary. Fine, but I at least still want to do some of the paper. Having been granted by my affirmation, They nodded before we started going through the papers. I wonder what gifts should I bring to them. Hold by this thought, I continue working on the paper before I leave early from my company. Junko Pav. Junko-sama, say ah, spoon flying towards me. I hesitantly opened my mouth as the taste of the bitter and sweet taste of vegetable lingers in my mouth. Even in this life, I still can't endure the taste of vegetables, but it's always better not to be picky and finish my food as said by my mother. Chewing it, I gulped it and grinned towards my maid. Kya Junko-sama heart. Hugging me tightly, I broke down to a disgusted glare to Eliza. After I'm born, my mother and I was discharged in the medical facility after a month. In that time, I was greeted NY sort of people. Inevitably, I can't understand them, but I can feel their intention as they bond with me. Every 3 days, my father gave mother all sorts of gifts, from food to flowers, going through many items on what he shall give to us. Alas, he eventually stopped as my mother recovered. Arriving at the mansion, most of the time I sleep, sometimes being played with the maids and butler together with my mother. One have fondness with me, and it's Eliza, the head maid of my family. 1 year have passed. I learn how to speak Japanese through the word by mouth, and sometimes taught by my mother and the maids. I'm able to now stand and walk, sometimes able to run, but in a short time. In my first birthday, I was being forced to carry a heavy mochi, and I don't know why, but I'll still do it. Maybe it's a tradition to them. On my 2nd year in Japan, I learn about numbers. I've been told that I was a genius, but just because I have memories in my first life and I was a fast learner. My family once again proud of me, but my mind always can never forget the warmth of my first family. Disregarding those old days, I let go of it. I also now realize that the day that I've been born on the year 2030. 1 year have once again passed, and I'm now 3 years old, able to run and talk prematurely, sometimes able to make a sentence without stuttering. This is also the time where I experience what it feels like to be a girl. Being put in a dress, becoming a doll, peeing without my laser cannon, and worst of all, drinking from my mother's breast. As I walk through this day by day, my heart wavered and shook as I knew being a boy is better than a girl. Alas, I give up and resigned to my fate. Let go of me, Eliza, struggling to break free, she hold me even tighter. No can do, Junko-sama heart. Now that I'm alone together with you, breathing near me like a train engine, I only feel uncomfortable in this situation. I always thought of her as a cool and reliable big sister, but as I grow attached to her, her true personality came to haunt me. It's still controlled in a certain ways, but who knows when it broke down like a water tank bursting. Then, Elizani-chan, what will you do to me today? Showing her my pure innocence, she was lost in thought. Ah, Eliza. Hello. She fainted, able to escape from her grasp. While she seemingly restarted like a PC monitor, I immediately ran through the door and sneakily walk away. SS 010 Aftermath. Josh Pav. April 1, 2017. Hey. Watch where you're going. Motherfucker. Turning on the old man who suddenly bumped at Ron, I cursed him. TCH. I really can't help this intuition I'm getting. Closing my eyes, I remember once again the past. Every time I feel a bad vibes, I always trust my guts about it, but now that Ron is leaving, I feel like this is the last time I'm going to see him. Just this once, please, let not be this a really bad one. Opening my eyes, I already Ron looking at me with a trickle of blood flowing down beneath his mouth. And he fell in the broken cement with crowds screaming and panicking on every corner. FCK, hey, you quick, call an ambulance. Calling towards the panicking woman, she immediately called the emergency hotline. DMN it. Holding him in my arms, I only feel his weight increasing and him slowly limping. Hurry. As I panic and realize there's no time, I tried to carry him to the medical facility while putting a cloth to his wound, hoping that he won't die bleeding. As I ran all the way to the medical facility, I still feel a bit of breathing coming on my friend Ron. Fortunately, the medical facility seems to be near. Seeing me carrying Ron and in a bad state, the nurses and emergency doctor immediately grabbed a stretcher and put Ron down, and give him an emergency breather, while blocking his wound with a cloth that I attached to him, driving him inside of the emergency chamber while they told me to wait in the chamber. I can only hope that the doctor be able to do their job and save my friend. Feeling irritated and regretful while waiting, I contact my coach and other member to let the news out. Chris Pav. What? Okay. I'll be going there. Getting the news from Josh. I immediately end the call and other player seems to heard my shock. Coach. What's the fuzz? Open angle bracket yeah, boss. We heard your shock from the first floor. Close angle bracket. Raymond and Sean, looking worried asked me. It seems that Ron got stabbed and now at the medical facility. What? Giving them the news, all members of the club are immediately panicking and at disarray. This is the worst possible case scenario that I'm hoping will never happen. Grumbling, I immediately walked outside and go in the car. We'll also come with you, boss. Open angle bracket yeah coach, let us go too. Close angle bracket open double angle bracket don't leave us behind. Close double angle bracket. Hearing the shout of my players, I still have no choice, huh? Then, come on and hurry. As I shout towards them, they all leave the building and hop immediately at the van. No, you Trisha will stay here and guard the building for us. As I see my little girl sneakily enter the van, I'll immediately kick her out. But I want to go too. I want to see Ron. Trisha tears flowing out. I can only reject it for once. No's a no Trisha. We'll give you a news once after we're done. Giving a warning to her, she can only be saddened by it. Don't worry, Trisha. Once we're after the news of our Ron's recovery, we'll celebrate with a bucket of fried chicken. Open angle bracket yeah, Trisha. I'll also bring an ice cream. Isn't it your favorite? Close angle bracket open double angle bracket don't forget those sweet spaghetti that I'm going to make for you. Close double angle bracket. Raymond, Michael, and Angelo said trying to boost the mood of Trisha. It seems to be a success going from her expression not depressed anymore. Then. I wish you all a safe travel. Waving us a goodbye, we all ready our seatbelt and immediately go to the medical facility. Josh Pav walking back and forth while in my mind ticking like a clock, this irritation never go away. Josh. Hearing a familiar voice, I turn around and see my coach. Boss Chris. Everyone, hugging them while holding my tears out. I tell the situation before it happens. So that's why your clothes are full of blood. You really carry Ron quickly toward the medical facility. You're fast as FCK, boy. Raymond, who realized the mood, immediately quieted down. Boss seems to cough. Ehem. So, how's the situation? About that, Ron. As I try to answer my coach question, the emergency door opened and the doctor immediately comes toward me, leaving me and the others bewildered. Please. Please God. Let him FC King survive. As my skin hair feel a shiver, a thought wishing for him his survival occurs. Are you the one that brought him here? Looking at me with a questioning look, I immediately nod my head. I'm sorry, but we're unable to make him recover. His will never wavered, but his internal bleeding is too much that we're unable to grab a hold of the line. I'm very sorry for your loss. Bowing at me and apologizing, I immediately put both of my hands at him. Doctor, are you joking? It's a lie, right? You're joking, right? Hey, please doctor. Shaking him slowly, the players held me down while I'm in a panic. Doctor, my friend survives, right? He's right there breathing. As I look at him with tears slowly flowing out, the doctor only shook his head. I'm sorry, but we already did what we could. Hearing these words, I fell down and tears fall. Kuhiek, Ron. Realizing that Ron really dies, I fell in despair. Why is it have to be him? Michael can only despair as he only sit while mourning for his friend's death. DMN it. DMN open angle bracket Raymond. Hold it together. Close angle bracket. Glancing at Raymond. He punched the medical facility's wall and make a crack of it, causing Sean to calm him down while Angelo. He leave the medical facility. Shaking in anger, coach immediately goes outside, causing me to go after him. As I follow him, he dialed a number and I disheartenedly asked, who you're calling, coach? Looking at me with tear flowing out and regret, he softly told me. His parent must know about it, and it caused me intense fear, but they must know, Josh, this is my responsibility. Seeing coach with anger, I flinched and I in the end can only mourn my Ron's death. Christine, Ron's sister, POV. No. Seeing my brother died bleeding in a dream, it filled me up with shock and sweats as I rapidly take breath. After a while, mother immediately came and calms me down. Christine. What's wrong? Christine. Your mother's here now. Breath in, breath out. Cuddling me and calming me down, I immediately tell what my dream was. Hun, this is bad. Shouting at the backyard, my father head popped up on the window. What is it? Father with a straw hat on his head who were already on the terrace questioned. Christine got a nightmare and it's about our son. Holding me by my mother in the chamber, my father quieted down but I feel like he flinched. This is bad. As my father grumbled, I can only wish that this nightmare never was true. I'll always dream but, it's a curse and a blessing where I see my beloved's death including my friend, relative, and family. It can be easily avoided as they realize I was telling the truth. I already warned my brother in the morning call but, I can't help but still feel this murky feeling. Finally calmed down, I separate with my mother and go outside in the bed. It's already night and Ron should be here now after 3 hours. As I panic in my mind, I heard our telephone rings. Looking at the telephone, I immediately recalled the vision about my brother's death increasing my panic even further. This is not good. Seeing the dark clouds going outside of the telephone, it can only mean something terrible. Ma. The telephone's ring. As it keeps ringing, it echoes loudly in my head causing to hold both of my hand in my ears. She saw me and immediately calls father while she calms me down once again. Please. Please. Not him, anything but him. As my mind in a turmoil, time seems to slow down and father is slowly picking up the phone. Why yes. Who is this? Questioning the caller's identity, it's quiet before it answers. Open double angle bracket it's me, Mr. Rosales. Chris, close double angle bracket as my heartbeat goes even faster, my father seems to gulp the saliva in his mouth. What about it, Chris? Did something happen for you to call us? Father's arm shaking asked Chris. Please. Do not be him. Please, 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 anything. As my mind was at its limit. The words that been said made my world shattered. Open double angle bracket your son, Ron. He's dead. Your son died. Close double angle bracket hearing this word, I fainted. O2 changes Junko Pav, year 2033 after I sneak away from my maid Eliza. I keep getting this feeling like she can see me like some sort of a metal detector. I sighed. Finally escaping from her grasp, I stealthily entered the mansion and roamed inside of it. As expected even my apartment is nothing compared to this mansion. 16 years have passed after my death, many changes happened and everything is not the same anymore. New law, new presidency, new technology, and most of all, new games. I can't play them yet now that I'm still underage but the fact that I have reincarnated, I wondered how they are now. Having this depressing thought, I immediately shake it off. No, no Junko. This is your new life. Bygones be bygones as my grandfather said in my last life. Yes. Clapping my head to wake me up, I continue roaming inside. My grandfather who is an enthusiastic explorer, always roam around the world. Being fascinated by all kinds of things from animals, to antiques and even more to exotic foods. Interestingly, almost all the country in the world have changed but, only some of the major countries have highlighted by my grandfather. I'm surprised that the Philippines is included from them, considering that during my time there, it's still a developing country. South Korea became a powerhouse when it comes to developing technologies together with India. Nanomachines have now become a thing although it's still on the making. I only thought my grandfather is joking but it's really real. Healing capable of making a limp person be able to walk again. Healthcare service increased and the medicine world truly evolves. India increased the capabilities of machines in collaboration with China, South Korea, Japan and Germany. Cars no longer requires oil albeit they made it in small portions so that the oil prices won't become insignificant. Electricity and water became their fuel. Computer and phones have become able to store up to 100 terabytes ROM and 1 terabyte RAM putting it in a range of 5 to 6 inches in cell phone while 256 terabytes and 10 terabytes capable of having a quality of 8K in TubeU and such. China, North Korea, Germany, Russia have become the pillar of military strength catching up to them as France and South Korea. Although I wanted to know more, I can't just say it as I'm still 3 years old at that time. Lastly, Sri Lanka, Philippines and other developing countries took a huge increase in economy, blooming like a flower in pollination. One of them that have a major changes is the Philippines. Philippines have become once again a powerhouse after the presidency happens in 2027. The president was capable and able to increase the agricultural and the economy rather than becoming stale, which was the goal of them, even become higher as the country produce more things too. Boost its economy and reduce the price of electricity by a big margin. Grandfather was even surprised that they able to improve the livelihood of every countryman there and decrease the state of poverty inside. They no longer relies on imported product and have now an independent producers of materials. Lost at my thought, Eliza was already behind my back and embraced me once again. How did you find me? Also, let me go. Pouting at her, she only poked me like a mochi while hugging me tight. Why would I unable to find you, Junko-sama? I'll already know your smell and able to hunt you down. Sniffing me, I put my hand at her face to let myself free from her clutches. Ah, Junko-sama, hard, don't worry, I won't eat you, no. Maybe I'll should. Ah no. Akina-sama will scold me. Breathing raggedly, I have a disgusting look at my face. This is real bad. She's more pervert than I thought. Unable to escape, I resigned myself to fate. After Eliza put me in my chamber warning not to go without her, she left for a moment, but here's my chance, take two. Now at the hallway, I spotted two guards at the back of the entrance, two butler on the right exchanging conversation and one maid entering the chamber, possibly cleaning the chamber. I spotted a butler going outside of his chamber and leave the door actually opened. Okay. My destination is there. Avoiding the people, luckily, I swiftly enter the chamber and fascinated by the inside of it. Management chamber, Kiyomi, Kato, the sign seems to be from that butler who leave a moment ago. Roaming around the chamber, which similar to an office, I see the computer and was interested that the computer looks super different from the past. It looks cool. This is the new gaming setup, or is it the normal ones that now can be brought while still high-end? I tries to whistle, but it seems sadly I still can't do it. The mouse, slightly moving the mouse, an interface appears. This is buy sell button. Is this the stock market where my Angelo seems to be invested into? The rate seems to be going up and down currently. Interesting. Let's take off the burden of that man, seating on the chair. I can't seem to see computer, so I instead stand up. I don't know how to do this, so I'll just use my gut feeling toward it. Controlling the mouse, I wait for a right moment where the stock seems to be good. Looks like the rates are going down, so let's just buy them, tapping multiple times the buy button. I keep clicking on it until a notice came that the account no longer have any money on it. Whoops, that looks dangerous. I can only hope that it really helps the man's burden. Sorry in advance though, if I done you a bad thing. Praying for the man, I just left it there and slowly left the chamber. Leaving the chamber, I've been spotted yet again by Eliza and reprimand me, telling me that she will tell my mother what I'm doing lately. Wanting to keep my good girl image to my mother, I'll eventually let her do whatever she wants to me, and she complied and happily brought me to the dressing chamber where I'm going to be a doll for a long time. Kato's Pav Kato, Kiyomi Kato, that's my name given to me by the boss. In order to hide my history, Boss Ryuji eventually found me while he led a task force on a facility where I've been subjugated and tortured, fishing for information in the said organization. I have powers similar to Esper, where I can get information easily like a hacker in the technology, but it's nothing compared to the AI made by the genius, Christine Rosales. If I rank myself as an AI in the world, I probably be third place, while her AI, Kato, would be the first. Going back, I have now a proper life while still being threatened sometimes by Eliza due to my vibes that I may try to harm the princess of Boss Ryuji, which I contradict, while also being tortured by the training modules made by Sho, the head butler of the mansion. I sighed. It's still better than that trashy place after I left. Giving my utmost loyalty to him after he found me and lent me a whole new life, I started to enjoy and have fun. Having my coffee break now over, I returned to the management chamber so that I can continue making money without relying on my power, although life here inside no longer requires money, as Boss Ryuji accommodates us similar to a paradise of Eden. Wait. What? How does I lose money suddenly? Did someone hack my account? Looking at the interface, I was shocked to see all my money gone and my stock increases. FCK. There goes my money for last Christmas till February this month. Sighing, I can only grumble as the rate keep plummeting down. If I ever see you, motherfucker, I will beat you up to death. Tears flowing down, I never thought that I was emotional till now. As I put my hand in the mouse and led it toward the sell button, my hand starts to shake like it have some force that made me not sell while the rate keeps going down. Now hand, now's not the time to be like this, I beg you, let me sell it. As I see the price down, it suddenly stop and my hand are now able to move again. Yes, finally I can sell again. As the shake stop, I look above to see the rates suddenly going up. As I wait for a good time to sell it hoping that it'll still keep going up after a long time of plummeting, it now reached its base number where I seen 2 days ago. Surprisingly, it'll still keep going up. Oh my god. As the rate keep going up, I hold on to the stock for 5 more minutes to see if it's still going up. Clicking the sell where I'll feel like it will drop. My profit for this case have become an increase of 159.23. My highest rate for the world. Looking at the rates, finally going down. I take a deep breath and finally able to relax on my comfy chair. If I manage to see that person who walked through here, I'll reduce the punishment to a punch and welcome him as my brother. Opening my phone, I receive some of the money that I deposit from the stock market. Junko Pav sound clicking of a camera is being repeated as a child wearing gothic Lolita dress is in view while a maid satisfied herself from it. Finally taking a break, Eliza bring me a carton of milk and some watermelon bread. Hachi iuu is someone saying something to me. Also Eliza, why do you bring the whole carton and not just a cup of it? Holding the carton, I opened it and drink its content. Well Junko-sama, every night when I'm on patrol, I'll always check your room and sometimes see you slightly walking towards the mini fridge and picking up a carton directly drinking from it before going back to bed once again. How cute you are when I see you like that. I also see that you're actually drinking bilk so, upon hearing her testimony, I spit out some of my drink. Junko-sama. Fuiyo you see that, also, what's bilk? I only drink whatever was the milk during that night. As Eliza come near me and wipe my mouth with a towel, she only grin before giving me head answer. Well, Junko-sama that's beer and milk that is perfectly mixed by our chef here. Fresh from the spot and keep getting replenished and replaced every 2 days upon refrigerating. I was suddenly surprised with the statement. Beer and milk then, as I check the carton, it really was bilk but I suddenly feel sleepy. Ooh Emmy's a sweepy. Dropping from the spot, I fell asleep. Junko-sama, Hartem how lucky I really was. Time to picture some more before letting you go to bed. As Eliza put Junko in the couch, she maneuvered her perfectly creating a professional picture that's similar to a cosplay. Sweet dreams, Junko-sama heart. As she moved Junko in her chamber, the sound of door closing is the last thing that was heard. O3 music chamber. Oh, a piano, Junko here. Well after hiding away again from Eliza since she's very clingy and won't let me get away from her. I now decide to wander around the mansion. There's chamber like office, servant's chamber, my chamber, mama at papa's chamber, etc. I see the game chamber and I was so excited to come through there but it was locked from the outside and it looks like there's no one inside in the chamber to unlock it for me. As I keep strolling around the mansion, I basically found a music chamber. Wait, why will there be a music chamber in the mansion here? Do someone even come here in the first place? After going inside, I see a flourished wood style of furnishes. There's an abundance of musical instrument. From guitar, e-guitar, bass, flute, and all of the instrument that you can list of is all here, even cultural stuff. I guess my papa is a collector and likes to collect various type of things even though I can't often see my papa because of his work. He sometimes greet me and stay with me sometimes although it's only a least amount of time before he go off to work. I sigh, well at least I can try the instrument. I naturally found myself in the piano. Whoa, this piano is so huge considering I was still a 3 years old child. The wood is exquisite and still clean. I guess the maid or butler sometimes clean in this place. Well let's start playing this. I sit in the chair that may suggest it's for the piano and I now start to touch all of the keyboard. Wow, the sounds is so amusing. Well, what notes should I play? Oh. Let's try that one. In my previous life, I love the instrumental of that band. Before I try playing, I first touch the notes of each one and remembering what their alphabet was. The first white note is F, last white is A. The middle is C so. The piano have a whole 88 keys. Even though I have a good memory that. Surprise most people. Prodigies might remember it easily but not me. Let's try to burn it in my mind. After a full 30 minutes of engraving it into my mind while testing the note, both sharp and minor, I finally know how to play piano, but still on the amateur level. Okay. Let's do this. As I said that, the piano invoked a sound so nostalgic to me as I always hear it in my MP3 player. I close my eyes and start playing it. The sound of the Queen. Cue Bohemian Rhapsody. Queen, easy piano tutorial. Is this the real life? Is it just fantasy? As I play the piano for the first time while I'm closing my eyes, I feel the notes singing. Open your eyes, look up to the sky and see. Some of the melody that I do is good while I feel it going away for a moment. Anyway, the wind blows doesn't really matter to me. Okay, first verse is good after the next one. While I was playing the piano, Eliza and Kato was actually in the chamber stealthily watching me. Eliza Pav. Ah, Junko-sama. Where are you? You can't hide from me, you little bumpkin. As I'm still hunting. Finding Junko-sama, I heard a piano playing in the distance. I search for noise and eventually comes to the music chamber. Ah, is she here? Looks like Junko-sama is playing the piano. I suppose she stumble upon on this chamber where her father collect various instrument. When he go abroad. As I try to sneakily open the door, a hand suddenly grip on my shoulder. Oh, so it's you, Kato. Kato, one of the newly recruited butler in the mansion. He's only been here for 5 months and still learning from the head butler's show. Now, don't look at me like that, Eli. I just heard noise surrounding the music chamber while I was going to get my can of coffee near the fridge of the servant's chamber. Looks like someone is playing the piano inside, he said with an awkward face. Oh, I want to punch this guy's face. He immediately sensed it and immediately told me. Nope, don't do it. If you do that, you might actually disturb the princess's performance, he warns me. HMPH. You're lucky today as Somin is playing in the music chamber. This guy for a few days, suddenly get lucky as the stock he sells turn into a profit of 50. And the one he is monitoring is the stock of the worst stock rate in history. How in the heck does he get suddenly lucky? Someone definitely help him. As I thought of that internally, we opened the door of the music chamber. Hey, well, let's check on inside. We quietly opened the door and entered the chamber and see Junko-sama playing the piano. She plays a good song. The melody is there and sometimes I don't feel the song since it deranged a bit before coming back again. Looks like I know what she's playing, but I have to take the risk. As he quietly muttered, Kato walk into one of the e-guitar and will play the part he really think what it actually was. What are you doing, Kato? If you do that, Junko-sama performance will be stained. I immediately warns him, but he immediately argue back. Relax. I got this, he said while wearing a confident look at his face. I sighed. I now painfully wait till he's going to use that e-guitar to ruin my lovely Junko-sama performance. Just you wait, Kato, I will do whatever it takes to torture you. Kato shivers. As he looked back, he can only see Eli smiling, looks like. It's either a win or a fall, as he readied his cue when the melody started to rise. He start the e-guitar, the solo he assumes he got right. Junko Pav. But sometime I wish I've never been born at all. Well, looks like, that's only I can do for now. Well, time too. But as soon as I tried to stand, I hear an e-guitar sound. I turn back and see a butler playing an e-guitar and Eliza just standing while the butler is doing his solo performance. Wow, he nailed it, this guy. He knows the song? It's cool. As I watched his solo performance. He's so delicate, while playing the e-guitar, it's like he's just doing it perfectly like the guitarist of the band. As I slowly watch him till the very end, he end his solo e-guitar performance. I watch him and I clapped. Eliza also surprised by this and claps by his performance. Wow, you're amazing. What's your name, uncle? As soon as I said that, the man suddenly dropped as he feels attacked by my words. And nice to meet you, mistress, I'm Kato. Kiyomi Kato. I'm a newly recruited butler since 5 months ago, mistress. I'm in charge of the management spot and been trained by head butler Show. As soon as he told me that, I realized that I was the one that entered his chamber unknowingly and use his PC to click the buy button on the stock investment. I wonder what happened after that. Kato. Yes, mistress. He stares at me. He looks like a dog who's being abandoned. He immediately fell to his knees as he feels like he's been ridiculed by her own boss's daughter. Is this guy an ESP? Sorry if you suddenly sense that, I didn't mean to. So, actually I was wondering what happens in a few days in the stock marketing. As he heard this, he immediately placed a glass in his eyes and answered back. I accept the apology. Also mistress, it was a bang, mistress. Although at first, I was sure someone broke in and buy all the stock leaving me with no money. In the end, I thought that I will be broke and had to only rely on the chef's delicious food. So in order to prevent that I had to sell the stock to recover, but my hands stopped, and as I despaired I cursed that person to be drowned and be tortured by me. A bell rings loudly in my head. I sweat as I'm actually the one who press it. He still continued to talk. After me despairing while the stock is decreasing, the stock suddenly skyrocketed and the profit became a 50 increase. In a few days, I accumulate a total of 10 million yen. Now, I want to thank that guy who sneaked to my chamber to buy most of the stock. I relaxed. Thank God, my luck pays off on that. Also, mistress, yes. Where do you hear the song? I don't think you ever heard nor sing that piece before. You are amazed by my guitar solo as if you have listened to the song before. He questioned, looking at me dumbfounded. Eliza also looks at me with suspicion. Oh no, this is bad. I blundered. Okay, think fast, chuckle nut. You got to play calm. Poker face, poker face. Play it cool, and explains it in a convincing way. As soon as I thought of that I immediately explained. Well, when I run away from Eliza, I stumble here in the music chamber and there's a lot of instrument here, although I don't play them nor touch it. The only thing that I only use here before is the box that plays this saucer-like thing that plays songs. I see a record that has a symbol called Queen and it piqued my interest. I play it to the box-like thing and it plays a melody. I don't understand the lyric, but I love the melody and keep hearing it before I exit the chamber before Eliza caught me. As I explained in a detailed manner, Kato and Eliza is dumbstruck. I imagine them listening to a physics-like lesson and the teacher don't even write it in the blackboard. I see mistress, it looks like that's where you found the song and play the melody in the piano. Taken aback by my explanation, Kato eventually bought the explanation and nod. As expected of my Junko-sama, one time of listening and you caught some part of the melody of the song and play it in the piano, and Eliza, who was regarded me as a genius. They bought the lie, just according to my Kikaku. Also, is there really vinyl recorder here in vinyl containing the song of Queen? As I thought of that I explore the music chamber. There is. Looks like luck saved me again. As I relaxed, I exit the chamber with Eliza pouting in the end because she now know where I hide and warns me while Kato happily tease me how bad the piano play was. Would your dream, Junko-sama, will become of that in the music department? As we part way with Kato as he will have a job to do. Eliza suddenly asked me a question, but from the beginning my dream is to be a player. I may do it as a hobby though, but it will not be mainstream, just know how to play it though. No, Eliza. My dream actually is to keep playing, although I'm still going to play instrument, it will not be my main type of doing. Just a hobby or for fun. As I said that, Eliza's mood dropped and sadly said. How unfortunate, Junko-sama. Although, I like you to be in the music department. If that's your wish, I will be happy to support you and maybe mistress will approve it, I'm sure of it. She reassured to me. She fed me in dinner and finally I was left alone in my chamber filled with daily necessities. I wonder, when I will get my first game. I also wonder what my sister do this day. I hope she's doing okay. As I thought of my sister's face I sleep with a sad mood. I eventually dreamed of my sister playing games with me. Tears eventually flows down in me as I seen my sister laughing and having fun with me even though she's losing. Oh, for birthday, talk, sorrow, happy birthday, Junko. As I walk in the chamber blindfolded, I was greeted by a series of noise from birthday popper and confetti. The greetings from my guardians and servants and my grandparents. Happy 4th birthday, Junko. Hope you like our surprises for you, greeted by my papa. I immediately hugged him and he clings to me back. All the servants wear their own favorite outfit for this special day. Dear, you should also give me a chance to embrace Junko, you know. My mama said to him. I'm feeling that my ma is actually jealous from my papa. Worry not, mama, I love you more. Ah, sorry. Papa realized that he clings to me for too long and forget about his wife. It's fine, dear, Now Junko-chan should embrace your mama wide. She spread her arm like she wants to embrace me real bad. I eventually fulfilled her request. Hey hey, Junko-sama. Nice to meet you and happy birthday, Junko-chan. Nice dress you're wearing, Junko-sama. Different servant greets me each time. And it's finally Eliza turns next to her as Kato waving his hand happily to me. Ha ppy birthday, Junko-sama. Kya, heart, I love you from my very heart. Here, I give you this scarf that I knit for you to wear. The gift that she handed to me is a scarf. It has a simple design which is pure white with a pattern of a wiggling sort of thingies. I finally wore it and it's so comfy. Thanks, I'll be sure to use it. I hold her hand like an idol would do in an event where she greets her fans and distribute their items to the fans. Kya. Thank you, Junko-sama. Seeing her eyes with hearts, I flinched but still makes grin. After that, it's finally Kato's turn. Sorry to poop your party, Junko-sama, because I forgot your birthday today. Instead of giving you money since you didn't need it, I will give you this PSP that I have when I was 11 years old. Be sure to use it. Also, I delete the save file so you have your own progress in the games. After handing me the PSP, I naturally opened it and see that it's full of games and it's able to picture things from a short mile. There's no design from the PSP, but its theme color is yellow, which is my favorite color, so a good thing for me. Thanks, I'll try it and complete all of them as you gave it to me. No problem, Junko-sama. After scratching his head and apologizing, he sincerely wished me a happy birthday. After that, it's Obasan and Oji-san turn. Happy birthday, my sweet adorable Junko-chan. Here, take this 500,000 yen, and be sure to be a good daughter for your guardians. Like all Obasan, she gives me lots of hugs and kisses on the face, in the end letting me go and giving me money. Hey, this wife of mine, instead of that money, I rather give my child this. Oji-san opened a medium-sized box. A part of me expecting something good. It shows a brand that I know even after my death. Whoa. The gift is actually a phone. Oji-san's gift turned out to be a phone. The phone looks so small and relatively simple in design. Compared to my sister's phone, this is so high-tech. All the gifts that was given to me, I'll be sure to cherish it and try to not break it. Dad, isn't it too early for Junko to have a phone? I'm worried about her getting addicted in using this phone. He snatched my phone with a worried look. Hey, give it back to me. Even though you're my father, I also want to do things in the phone. While I'm pouting and punching him on the side. Oji-san smirks and muttered. Ha ha ha. Relax, Ryuji. I'm sure that Junko is a bit matured and won't stay up long in the night, right? You won't want your sweet Akina and Ryuji worry about you, right, Junko? Oji-san look at me so menacingly. It looks like there's a go flowing outside of his body. So scary. I immediately nod and swear in my mind to never stay up late. See, it's all fine, Ryuji. Now give her back the phone and let's give her the birthday cake. Ryuji sighs and gives back the phone since he never want to mess with his father. Then again, Junko, happy birthday, and what wish will you want for? As the people around me is gathering. I wish them a happy life and a good day for everyone inside of this chamber, but most of all for me is to be able to achieve my goal to be supported and become a great player in the future. After blowing the candle, the party starts. Ryuji's POV. Cheers, Ryuji, for the 4th year of birth of your lovely daughter. Also, Sho, come join us to commemorate my granddaughter's birthday. While my father's shouting loudly, Sho appeared while blocking both of his ears from the noise. I hear you, sir, but I have a duty to do and I don't want to be intoxicated by alcohol. Sho sincerely replied. Hey, looks like he has a small tolerance in alcoholic beverage. I'll be sure to take a note of that. You wouldn't decline such a small cup, right? My old man argues back while exuding a menacing aura. Heh. I've been resistant to that aura myself, Sir Ryu. My final answer is still no, and forgive me, but I must leave for my relaxing evening. Sho left while assimilating in the shadow. I always wondered how can he keep doing that one step in the shadow and he already sees his presence. That bastard. So now that he's gone, Ryuji, we can now talk with no one, just like a father and son bonding. Eliminating his aura, he now talks to me with care while cheering me with old sake. Junko, I know for the fact that my daughter can't lead the company as my intuition is saying to me, but I know she has a glorious future at the climax of her story. I thoughtfully said my explanation to my father after I drink The sake that my father gave to me. Ho, I see she can't lead, but she can be a bird that will leave her nest in the future doing whatever she wants. While saying his thought out loud, he also grins. While Junko is young. Why don't you enroll her in a public school, or would you rather put her in the cage and lock her up, never seeing the life outside of her cage? Father, you can always read my mind, and I guess I can't hide it. I sighed. Father, I know you want me to choose my own path and do my own passion, but I choose to lead the company and make it more big than before. I can feel that Junko can also do it someday. I gulped a cup of sake and my father filled it for me. No, she can't do it. You just said before that she will have a glorious achievement at the end of her life and will be remembered by many. Don't force your child, Ryuji, as I never make you like that. He looked at me seriously. That's right, I never been forced by my father to reach this path, rather I force myself to change and lead the path that my father never want for me. On the side note, I heard that you're collaborating with that woman. I know you're enemies and rivals in the field, but I've never expected you teaming up with that girl to make a whole new full dive VR game. Huh, this father never miss a news in his life. Yes, and she agrees that she can make the story and items while my company focuses on the scenery and following scenario that she sent to be approved. We also decides that we will also make 2 games. One is free world fantasy while the other one is a shooting game. I already had a pod in the game chamber so that we can beta test things about the game. After explaining it to my father, he suddenly have an idea. Then let's make Junko becomes one of the beta testers so that she can experience an alternative world. The free world fantasy is only accepted though in my opinion. I look at my father dumbfounded and confused. You want my daughter to enter the game that me and that woman is creating at its prototype and make her make an opinion about it? Yes, that's what my idea, and I also have plan T. He try explaining his plan, but I'll already have my answer ready for that. But I refuse. Nani? Sorry father, I'll allow my daughter to have a freedom in her life, but it's not time for her to be able to fully dive in the game. Father, I refused of that. My daughter meeting with that woman is one thing that I won't allow in my life. On the side note, ready for another shot. Father, looking at the beer that seems enough for 2 people. My father filled both our cup and cheers again one last time. Woman's paw, father, mother, relax, it's just me cooperating with that bastard Ryuji in a full dive VR game. As I taking a call from my mother from Philippines, my mom look at me at the phone while wearing a worried face. But I'm worried that you may turn like how your brother did. Mom, I'm already a grown woman and have a husband to be able to protect me, and also, please don't talk about my brother anymore, as I don't want to be disheartened any further every time you wish me safe. I still feels depressed after my brother died a few years ago. While looking at the picture frame lies my brother holding his trophy together with his teammates. Miss Christine, Sir Ryuji is waiting for you. As one of my staff called me, it's time again to continue the shift and meeting. I'll try to call you again, Ma, at a later date. Be sure to tell my father and son that there will be souvenirs after I get home in the Philippines. Yes, thank you for staying long with me, dear. I'll wish a safe and happy day there. After I ended the call with my mother, I follow my staff and enter the meeting. There lies my rival, Saito Ryuji. Ang hinayupak na laging lumalaban sa pinakadulo. Well, look who it is. So Christine, about the things regarding to the game. What's progress are you in now? This bastard teasing me again, being slow at doing my things. Hey, about that. It's already 50 and ready for bets testing. Boss Ryuji. After that I smirked. He frowned, seems like he's thinking something. Ah, my pleasure is your despair and my despair is your pleasure. HMPH. Looks like we're the same after all. Mine is also 50. Hey, you owe me a drink now. As if, you woman. We talk more and advise each other for improving each other genres. After the game is complete, I should make my son play the game. He seems to be liking a shooting game at his age. That's all for today, Christine. Very well, Ryuji. Let's talk more tomorrow for further instruction. We shake hand like we always do and I go to my rented hotel in Tokyo. I look at the window and eventually search and watch at the video where my brother competes with his teammates before at my phone. Tears dropped in my eyes. I sniffed while watching my brother's smiling face. Brother, even to this day I'll never forgive you for breaking that promise. Inside this woman is still that child who missed her brother at the very end. Even though she healed, the scar still remains and never be erased in her mind. If I dream, will I be able to see you once again, brother? As I contemplate that, I fall asleep. While dreaming, I see two people sitting at the TV holding a controller. One at the left is a female child and at the right is my brother smiling at me, thanking me for the things that's now been fulfilled. He lends me his controller and battled me to the girl at the side. She looks at me innocently and eventually smiles. She's like my brother. Even though her eyes is blue, small and adorable, have a short brown hair. I see my brother like I see at my right. We played and once again, I have a happy dream after a long time. SSO2 dejected and resolve after my brother's death, the whole game community was shocked, as one of the most potential player in becoming the greatest ace of Dream Big Esport died just like that. Reports of media has flow and the burglar was arrested and sent to imprisonment for 40 years. My father enraged as he can't kill the bastard who killed his own son who was sent for only 40 years, but he can't do anything as our family is just poor and may risk him getting jailed at the end. After that, the players and other people delivered his body to the burial ground. My mother cried, my father's furious, and me who lost all hope as my brother can't be saved. The member of the esport team and their rivals send their condolence to the loss of my brother. After his funeral, we eventually go back to our hometown and got all the money that he got from the lottery that he was doing until now. After that, I have to take care of my mom as she was depressed by all things that is happening now to our family. She never even wanted to go out of her bedroom. One time, my mother was angry to my father just doing his own life. He argues back saying there's no point in just reliving the past, we must also forward as it's also the things their son wants to say if he's still alive. My mom shocked, unable to take the word of my father and begun to apologize as she can't digest the news of her son dying. My mother eventually began to be her normal self again and continue her job after a month of absence. Many teams and fans was affected by the news. The most of them is me and the members of DB Esport. After the event, news of him is still surfacing in the country. One of them is that he becomes a legend in different genre in games. This becomes viral to the whole esport community as one of the member of DB Esport was checking the files of Ron's computer. It reveals a lot of videos and different account in multiple game genre. The genre comes from rhythm games, beating game in impossible, hardcore, MOBA games, etc. even the so-called gacha games, although he never managed to upload some in time since he'll be leaving that day. The team was shocked, even boss Chris, because he haven't seen Ron play any other game besides shooting games in times of break. The team eventually released all of the videos that Ron mostly edited and almost complete to the public for the memories of his gameplay and how godlike his luck are on gacha games. One of them that shocked me the most is that he actually recorded himself sending his will to his family in case that he died. Upon seeing this, I immediately requested this to Chris and he allegedly accepted it. Chris sent me the email containing the file that Ronell recorded for me and my family. I prepared the PC, invites my mom and dad to watch the recording and play. The video starts. 1, 2, 3 and set. Is this thing working? Oh, looks like it already was. So here is me recording myself if something have gone wrong in the future. I'm Ronell Rosales, aka Ron of Dream Big Esport. I have been known as the soon-to-be ace member of the team. I'm doing completely fine as it is now and I love my job as a pro player. He waved his hand at the screen. My brother looks young in this video, looks like he recorded it during he was 20 years old. The background around my brother looks like to be his gaming chamber. So my life before I was recruited by boss Chris was hard. My mom was medicine maintained and my father was only a STL agent. He began explaining his life to us. My mother and father began to tear up as they see again my cheerful brother who is now dead recording himself. So when my sister was born, I was still studying for myself to have a job in the future. I was going for STEM or IT, but eventually I go for STEM as this was my course that I'm going for. She was cute after she was born. I used to take off her diaper after she pees or poop. He scratched his head awkwardly and laughs while imagining it. Moo, this brother of mine. Upon hearing this, my father and mother giggles while still tearing up. So, the day my mother was bedridden due to her sickness and my father can't stop smoking, I eventually decide to do part-time job and still continue on learning at the same time. I keep it a secret but they still finds it out. Yes, I remember those. My father decides to quit smoking after that and help him to up our state. My brother was sad because he can't pay for his college and don't want to burden mother and father, so he decided to find a job for us. But it's not enough, and after I graduate, my parents' money is not enough for my college tuition fee, so I decided instead to go to work in Manila and find a good job there for me. After going there, I couldn't find any job and I may failed my family while just staying here, but luck surely on my side. I find a poster for an esport team and register there. My brother looked at the camera with a sad face, seemingly remembered how it all began and lightened his mood when he applied in the esport team. The video continues. He talk about lots of things, from him joining the club, meet new rivals, how he was sometimes skipping class just to play that shooting games, and more, to the moment where he and his team won his first pro tournament. Mom was shocked to hear this, as she didn't know that her favorite son actually skipped school despite getting a plus on his grades. She looks at her husband and sighs. Looked like he follows your gene, Ronaldo. As she looked at father, father coughed. Ahem, ignore that JST now, let's continue watching. As he misdirected us on the video and me not to fry it any further, I naturally agreed. The atmosphere lightens and the mood gradually turned back to the way it was, just a happy life when my brother was still playing his game for us. Christine, by the time you watch this, I suppose you're probably 12 to 15 years old. Be sure to follow your dream as a programmer and fulfill your promise to make a game that I will like to play. Sorry if I broke that promise. In life, we actually broke them eventually. Now what are you doing, Ronel? You're making the mood depressing. Also be sure to help our parent if the worst really happen. I love you all, Pa, and mostly Ma. Don't be depressed from my death. You still have Christine to cope with you, and I know it's kinda hard without me now, Christine. But I know you can. No, rather you'll force it upon yourself to complete this promise, as he looks at the camera with a sad tone. He'll still contemplating if he was going to said anymore, but I know, we feel it and we already know enough what he'll want to say. You probably knew all of it, that's all I have to say. Christine, my mother and father, thank you for bringing me here, and I enjoy this. All of us cried and sincerely prayed for my brother to have a great life in the heaven and watch us. The video end with him waving back again and cut the recording. Hick. Even that bastard killed you. I will miss you. EU. Ron, I promise you that I move forward from now on and not stay anymore from the past. As I see my father and mother calms each other, I with a new resolution will grant that promise. Brother, even you broke it. As weeping was heard in the Rosales family, they now calmed themselves and continue on with a new resolve for each of them. SCO1 dreaming of the future. H. Regain consciousness. Oni, Iune's cook. G. Please. As I feel like I was being woken up, I naturally try to open my eyes, but this comfy bed makes my eyes from waking up. Moo, 5 more minute. As I heard the other person, moo, and pout. She shakes me and I finally woke up. Now, you finally woke up, Junkwani-chan. Who's this? As I contemplate who the child was, a child also comes to my chamber. The same child. Wait, how's my body grows old suddenly? Now that I see more clearly, my chamber is different, far from the chamber I used in the mansion. It's dirtier and clumsier with games CD and a pod on the side near the cabinet. Junkwani-sama, why are you still in the bed? Come on, Ayumi Nei's now cooking for us. Please cook for us ASAP, as she's still chopping the ingredients. A girl shakes me crazily and asks me to cook while looking desperate. So, they're twins, and it seems they're my little sister or relatives. As I thought of that, I heard the sound of chopping and the cooking smells. The bell in my head naturally rings and I immediately fully woken up and goes to the kitchen as fast as I can. There I see Ayumi, chopping the carrots sloppily. Oh no, not like this. As I observe her chopping them, my inner Ramsey keep flaming the person, and Ayumi notices me. Aniue, come here, I'm just still chopping and now be cooking for the twins, although it's a surprise to see you waking up late for 5 minutes. As Ayumi looked at me with confusion, I immediately answered back. Well, I forgot, so here now, I was late morning wake up. Also, can I take over now? As I point at the knife and the ingredient, Ayumi seems to surrendered and now sit together with the twins. So, what do you all want for today's breakfast? As I questioned, all of them immediately answered back. Junkwani, Sama, Chan. Aniu's fried rice, all loud and clear. This is the longest time again I ever fried a rice, and it seems they know me, so I'ma just go with the flow. As I save that thought, I grab all the ingredient I could find in the fridge and start working on the fried rice. I heard all of you and I'll do it right away. The seemingly condo seems big and I seem to see lots of cooking material, and also there's a medium-sized pan. This will be enough for cooking. Let's see Filipino fried rice, Korean one or the Japanese. As I contemplate, I naturally asked them which one should I cook. Your style of fried rice, please. As they seemingly said that in coordination, since I don't know which style to work for. I just follow my gut and immediately use the ingredient to work with it. Prepare the ingredient. Smashed the garlic or minced them, chop the carrots and the green onions, crack 3 eggs and prepare some oyster sauce. Is there any meat in here? As I look inside again, there's some leftover. Luncheon meat on the fridge. Oh, looks like there's some left of it. Let's use this. I now finally cooked the rice. Okay, first off, preheat the pan so that the rice will not stick. After heating it, put the oil that will be used, then remove it and use what only enough for all of you. Second, put some fresh minced garlic and green onion and stir it until the smell is now leaking out, and immediately add the eggs and stirs them, and when it's seemingly almost cooked, throw the rice on it and stirs it. Smash the rice so that the rice will not clump with each other using the metal spatula. Don't stop doing it, and while there's chamber for a break, you can now add the carrots and the leftover meat. Keep stirring it until it becomes golden yellow. After stir frying, add a dash of oyster sauce on the side so that it can be a little burned on the side. Add some little bit of the almighty MSG and some salt. Keep stir frying it, and after a little bit of minute, the fried rice is now done. The result is, as I expectantly look at the 3 people who knows me, there's some reaction going on. Delicious. As all of them shouted that, as they enjoying the fried rice that I made. It made me feel happy to cook for my loved ones, and there's still time for the lunchbox before going to school. So I immediately cook some rice, shred some fresh cabbage, add some sesame seed on the rice when it's fully cooled down, and made them some small chicken nuggets, some cute hot dogs, and eggs. After preparing the bento, I now taste my cooled down rice. It's good. As expected of my cooking, as I naturally praised my own cooking, I give the 3 the bento boxes and gave them some allowances I got from working. They left and now I'm all alone in the condo. I naturally also wear my uniform and get all the notes that I need and catch up to them. After I catch up and we all 4 go to school, and my mind now is more clearer. While walking I was greeted by an old man, so I greet back on him. He nodded and continue his works. As I walk on this unknown scenery, I naturally was surprised how much has changed, and what would it be? Outside of the mansion. Hey, Junko-san, did you finish all of the notes that you have? A boy seems to come to me, and I'm dumbfounded by his relationship with my future self. The twins blocked his way and apprehend him so that he can't go near to me. The boy mood dropped down, but due to my kindness, I eventually lend him the notes and he gradually lights up again. Well, Junko-san, see you later, and I'll give it to you immediately. As the boy walks away, the day on the school starts. As I enter the classroom, there are some students who already come here and greet me along the way. I greet them back and I sit on my own chair and waited for the teacher. Some of the girls approached me and seeks conversation, so I just give myself up to them. So, what do we discuss? I question to them, and they seem to have a hard time on picking one. Oh, I know. How about the second boss that appeared on Death Lake near the Fierson country? The girl with smooth brown hair filled with happiness starts first on what we discuss. The telltale begin. Well, the boss is kinda hard considering the part it's covered with stone and mud. Completely or mostly immune to sharp objects. As I give my utmost calculation, the girls nodded. Although I don't know what to say, my mouth just moves on its own. It seems we should brought some heavy equipment, and since you're a mixed mage Junko, I think you're our lifeline in this raid. The girl with black hair and glasses explained while adjusting her glasses. Since you're the tank Mai, I think you're pretty good in enduring, and I think you should be a nimble tank so that you can stay longer on the battlefield while we damage it. The girl named Mai nodded, and she also gives her own deduction. After seeing the beast, I think the weakness is on its back. As I see the covered skin, there is a small gap and its tail is wiggling out. We all nodded and finished the talk of the boss. After that we discuss more, specifically on VTubers, TV dramas, music, etc. We eventually have our conversation over when the teacher talks about party pooper. The lesson started until lunchtime. The lesson is not very unusual as I already studied about it and feels like recapping it. The bells rings and it's now time for lunch. Bringing my bento, I go to the second floor and approach the Supreme Student Council's chamber. After I entered, I noticed a student which have a lot of paper on his table. Hey, you're quite early today, Junko. It's rare for you to come first in the student council rather than the gaming club. As I put my bento boxes at the table, I answered back to the person. Hey, come on Prez, you know you can't handle the paperwork without me, and I also come here first because the game I'm playing is on maintenance. The rooftop is unusually closed today due to loitering. As the president hands me some of the paper with a pen, I immediately work on them while taking some scoops on my bento. Delicious, the perfect cook of rice, and the egg is soft and the hot dog, well, just being there is good. As I'm working on the paper while munching on my bento, two people walks in the chamber. There seems to be the vice president and the treasurer of the council. Wow, Junko, you're early. Speak of the devil, the players here helping. As they voice their opinion, I ignore the last one and proceeds to keep working on the paper. Yeah, I already heard enough of that, so while me and Prez is working on the paper. What's cookin' and why do you come here in the first place? While me and Prez is busying ourselves on the paper and I'm almost done with the papers, Kokichi answered. Now Junko, don't be a bum now. Although the preparation for the festival budget and plan was already finished, right? As Kokichi is staring me with a glee, I answered with a frown. It's already finished by me. As I say that, I'm officially done now with the papers. Then, how about rumors of the mysterious duo of mixed and alternate online? As he looked at me with a smirk on his mouth. That's give me the interest. Okay then, let's talk about that. After I finish the paper and give it to the Prez, I answered back. Fine, let's do that fast. After I said that, I opened my bag, brought my PSP and play with it while waiting for his dialogue. Oh, looks like my future self really completes all of the games here. Welp, time to at least play with Tekken 6. There seems to be a rumor about a certain duo that's dominating both the fantasy and shooting genre of the game. As he looks at the window like some mastermind that you can see in some anime. I answered back while choosing my character and start the fight. Is the username called Rico and Cory? As I'm still focusing on the combo my character is doing, I naturally do a perfect KO, child's play even in Tekken God. Yes. As Kokichi nod, I choose another bot and play the game. The rumors is true, they've been accumulating more popularity as the fantasies, peaceful assassin and despairful trick magician, Rico and Cory respectively, while in the shooting game, it's like their personality switched. Their nicknamed are Demon Fragger and Angelic Sniper. As I said that while I KO'd my opponent, Kokichi and the other two seems to nodded. I don't know why, but it seems my future self's identity is the two that I mentioned, as I sense my intuition that's me that I'm talking about. Then should we try to ask them to join? See, if we can get them to join. The beautiful vice president asked and thought about it. From the rumors, it's said that they like to act as duo, and if they're wanted to raid a dungeon for record, they can do it with a fee. As the president explained, the two agrees with Prez's thought while I'm bored out of Tekken 6 and eventually plays Gods of War. As they talked more, I eventually left and continue the class. As I wrote the lesson, I eventually feel sleepy and falls in the darkness. Looks like time's up. Jun, whack, up, as I heard my maid Eliza while patting me in the head. I gradually wakes up. Phewie. As I feel drowsy after waking up, Eliza-san keep me focused. After that, my mind gradually becomes clearer. It's time to regain consciousness now, Junko-sama. As she said it again, I'm now fully awake. Weird, what was that dream again? As I thought, what was I dream of? I was being dressed again by my maid. Nah, it probably was just some weird dream. As I buried that thought in my mind, I continue my life again. 05 sister, fun, approaching another day, another beginning. As I feel rejuvenated by my sleep thanks to my child constitution yet of sleeping at least 9 hours. It's been a year once again, I'm already 5 years old. Oh Junko-sama, your father is calling to you. As Eliza-san calls to me from the first floor, I go downstairs and walk into the office of my father's chamber. Knock knock. After I knocked, a voice is heard from inside. Enter. As the voice of my Odo-san is heard, I now enter the chamber. Why did you call me, Papa? As Odo-san spun his view from his chair in front, he answered. I'm going to apply you for an elementary school. Oh right, after I graduate from preschool next from it is elementary. As I think of that, father also adds. And I'm going to have your identity hidden for a long time, as he looks serious while holding a piece of paper. Why though, Papa? Is there something wrong for you to hide my identity? As I tilt my head in confusion together with my question, he shook his head. No, the problem is that there's an ongoing business of mine that may result in you and others being dragged down in the scheme of my enemy. As he replied, he write on the paper and hand it over to me. I bring it to my hand and there lies some piece of information together with some paper containing some ID. What's this, Papa? As I dumbfoundedly questioned my father, father immediately said, your new identity and your new sister, as he said that while sipping his cup of coffee. I was shocked. Ayumi Kawasaki. Well, that's new. Papa, you didn't tell me I will have another sister. Even though you and Mama already have some eki moments and you gave her twins 8 months after my 4th birthday. While saying those words straight with no vulgarity, he spits his coffee because of the word that I have said. Where did you learn all of that? As his eyes are wide and full of shock, I also deliberately answered it with an innocent face. Oh, how should I say it? One night, I was craving for a carton of milk, and I heard you and Mama shouting something I don't understand while the door is opened. Eliza spotted me and also heard the things inside of the door. I questioned her and she blushed, then only said that you're all doing some eki things. As soon as I said that, he was puzzled and his expression hardened. Junko, yes. Papa? As I stared at my father, he tried to tell me something but he disregards it at the very end. After a while, the discussion again continues. So, my new name is Junko Inashim. As I see the information on my birth certificate, my father nods and explains more about this subject. Although, it's fine for me since you have a good reason for it. May I know why the reason for my mother to adopt this girl? I who wanted an explanation was granted and my father talks about it. It seems while your mother is on the mansion alone while you're on school and I'm on a business trip. Someone snuck in and tried to steal from it stealthily. As my father mentioned that part, he was shocked by this himself when this was reported to him. No one seems to see her enter and only your mother and Eliza able to detect her. The girl full of foods which she can't almost hold tries to escape immediately, although in the end Eliza capture and grip her tight. As he explains more, I was intrigued by the story wanting to know more. She bitterly cried and pees after being gripped by Eliza and she surrendered the things she stole. Your mother eventually adopted her due to her story after 4 months from now. After he ended, my eyes wide and I chuckle. Seems like I will have a 3 Imoudos now. So, where is she now? I questioned and father tapped a button and said to the air. Bring her in. As he said that, the door opened revealing a child and a butler. It seems she's the one. Short black ponytail reaching the shoulder point, a face that has been natural from her since birth revealing a determined demeanor and a cloth that fits her personality. Junko-sama, meet Ayumi and Ayumi-san. Meet Junko-sama, your eldest sister. After Ayumi was introduced by the butler, she walks in front and I also do. I and her stared at each other, not facing away. She blinks after that. Hey, looks like I win. After I make my win, she introduces herself. Junko Nisama, as she said that with a grin on her face. I make a one-handed stop sign. No, don't call me that. At least call me Aniue. As I state my preference, she didn't want to do it but eventually, she slowly agrees to call me that. Niue. As she said that with an embarrassed face. I unintentionally embrace her and pat her on the head. Cute. Yes, Ayumi. As I keep patting her head with a blooming sun in my back, she just slowly enjoys it and just kept letting me pat her head. So, this conducts the meeting of you two and you can now go outside and do whatever you want. After 4 months, you're going to be enrolled together with Ayumi and be able to enjoy your school life. As my father congratulates both of us. He just let us go outside of the office and now we can play. After the meeting, I naturally want to know more about Ayumi and play with her. So, Ayumi, where do you come from, and how do you get adopted here? Although if you don't want me to meddle in your life, you can just disregard this conversation. As we walked through the hallway and headed to my favorite place, Ayumi's mood lowered down but still answered. Well, it's fine, but my guardians died after I was 3 years old and their pension was given to my uncle and aunt that was abusive to me and abandoned me in a place near this mansion since the place was a dark, scary one. They always delivered me food every week, but after 3 months they stopped giving me food, so I wandered here in the forest. Going already near the game chamber, I unlocked the door, and there lies a bunch of video games and board games. Well, since you're now my Imouto, I will fill you with love and care. Hugging Ayumi and patting her again on her head, she slowly tears up and hugs me back. Thank you. Anyway. Then, shall we play? I smiled, holding a controller and giving one to Ayumi. Yes. Anyway. Holding her controller, we play SFXVII. Although Ayumi didn't know how to play it, she still have fun playing with me, and after quite some time, she slowly know how to play. K.0 after 5 gaming session, she finally got her first win from me. I did it, Anyway. I finally beat you. Smiling at me, I almost wanted to intentionally lose again, but... Silly Ayumi, you're still naive. After landing a win from me, I just unplugged my controller. Ayumi was shocked. Anyway, why did you unplug your controller? As she looked at me tilting her head on the side. I grabbed my favorite joystick from the side, plug it in and pick Ryu. Ayumi, let me tell you something. In gaming, there's always something that can be achieved when you're already warmed up. Waiting for the countdown, I stretch my hand. 3, 2, 1 go. As the signals start, I casually pull off a 75 damage combo. Topple up with a stun, making me able to combo it again that comes with a perfect K0. Ayumi, who watched this combo, was shocked and her eyes widen. Anyway, as she looked at me tearing up, I unintentionally feel sorry for her and embrace her tight. Sorry Ayumi, but my pride as a player can't be stopped. There, Ayumi, I'm sorry for doing that. Instead of playing with video games, let's try a board one. As I wipe her tears with a handkerchief, she nods and pick one of the game that we'll be playing next. Othello. As I see what Ayumi holds, it was actually Othello. I've never played this game, but it looks like fun, let's try it. As Ayumi dropped it down, the board has been played in the middle and all the pieces are now both in our hands. Ayumi picked black since it's the color of her hair, and I picked white. The game start with me playing first. The result, 33-31, a close call to me losing. 29-35, 22-42, 46-18, 18-46. As Ayumi is pouting due to her continuous loss, I just chuckle and a knock was heard from outside. Junko-sama, Ayumi-sama. As I heard a maid is calling, I open the door for her and she brings in drink. Thank you. As I hold the drink and drunk it, the taste feels weird. What's this? As I think of the drink, my mind's blanking out and slowly drifting away. Trying to hold on to my consciousness, I try to look at Ayumi. She falls down and the pieces of Othello falls. As I try to look from above, I see the maid smiling and I falls asleep. Maid Pav. The subject has been secured, over. As I talk to an earpiece, a voice follows. Hey, very good. Come to the location and let's get this over with. As I heard the approval, I push open the window and jump down. Opening the gate, I get on the approaching car and put the 2 girls on the back. I'm sorry girls, but you hopefully wish that you're not born from that family. As the guy starts the car, the mansions start to disappear due to the fog that's now emerging. 06 taken, ego, aftermath. What happened? Suddenly waking up, I see Ayumi, who was taped and roped on the side. MMPH. As I try to help her, I realized that I was also donned in the same way as her. Reminiscing my memories again why I was here in this place, I was able to found it. I see, the drinks were drugged and the last thing I saw was the maid smiling. Realizing this, my body shivers. I need to find a way to escape together with Ayumi. As I'm thinking, Ayumi is slowly waking up. MPH. Ayumi, who was trembling after realizing the situation, look around and saw me. She slowly relaxes, we nod at each other and slowly look around the place. It seems we're locked in a chamber. There's a door at the north, a table on the middle, a sofa on the west, and us on the south. As I view it from an upper perspective, I hear people's steps. Ayumi began to tremble as soon as the sound of the steps increased. The door opened, revealing a male who have scars all over his face and a female wearing a maid uniform. Hey, looks like they're finally awake. Little girls, after this you're all going to be traumatized as I will eat you up. The man licks his lips and we trembled. Ayumi's tearing up and began to cry. MMPH. As the man slowly came close, Ayumi's trying to back away but failed. This is bad. I have to do something, as I try to slip my wrist from the rope to break free. The female mean wee closes into mine and grabs my hair. HMMPH. It hurts. Don't worry little girl, you won't be hurt. The chamber's soundproof and your family will never be able to find you. As she whispers and drops me down, I feel pain as I fall. Hee. Look at you scaredy cat, don't worry I'll be gentle. As the man is slowly closing into Ayumi, she began to pee. Looks like an easy job again. Giahahaha. As Ayumi is terrorized, I keep wiggling my shoulder so that I can stealthily pick up a knife. We can see the look at that man's horrid face after this, ha 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 ha. She punched me while wearing a smiling face. Don't worry, little Junko, let us have a wonderful time, as she beat me up as I struggled to slip the rope. I hurriedly try to keep to indirectly follow the beat of the swing so that I can minimize the damage a little bit. I'll kill you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you. Just you wait real tight, I'll kill you all. Hee. You'll be my satisfaction after I escape from this rope. HMMPH. As I look at Ayumi crying out and was being ravished by a man, I keep laughing in my mind while getting beaten by the maid, but they don't know that something is being born inside of me. Ryuji's POV. Darn it, as I'm leading the special force that I gathered and drove to the location that they've pinpointed. We are now near at the abandoned factory. Near the southernmost part of the mansion and the forest. Sir, I may have to stop you right there and we will do the job. As a man in the uniform said that, a vein in my head popped out. I have an obligation. I don't need your protection, rather I don't even need one. I created this force for the protection of my family, not mine. Now shut up, and give me the rifle. As I burst my talk with malice, the guy flinched and handed me the gun. B6, just give up. Our boss is always like that, very reckless to the core. As the voice was heard in the receiver. B6 wanted to say something but hold himself to continue. Okay. All of you here, we may battle one of my enemies and some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. As the forces trembled, they nodded with determination in their eyes. Now, we'll go. As we moved stealthily in the abandoned factory, we entered the gate and go there chamber by chamber. Alpha 3, ready the flashbang. Charlie, lever. I go first and you two cover me. As I instruct the order, they've ready themselves. 3, 2, 1 as I cue it. Charlie does the lever and A3 flashbang. Shoot. Shoot. A3 whispers in the receiver to tell the info. A3, subject eliminated, over. Status, over. B6, enemy has been neutralized, over. D4 and A5, we found some notes here, over. Good, continue the search, over. D3, some enemies surrendered, over, as we now able to relaxes. A5 informs us through the receiver. A5, I need backup, there's a girl here fighting me, over. A5, avoid fire, subdue the girl and backups coming. As the chief of the squad hurriedly said that, we now immediately approach A5 location. Alpha 5 POV as I lurk in the factory and kill them silently. I'm now at the last door. Sir, this is the last chamber that we can found and it seems that it's soundproofed from the outside. A5 informed in the receiver. Good. Inform me if that's the chamber where the two girls are. The receiver answered. Affirmative. As he readied the lever, he used it and opened the door. As I entered the chamber, it was dark but I see a silhouette. A girl with her eyes glows blood red while grabbing a maid's hair. Laughing eerily that A5 unconsciously aimed his gun at the girl. It quickly sensed the aim, released the maid and make her way through A5 with murderous intent. Fast, crud. Did she go crazy? I must apprehend her quickly, as I toss my rifle below so that the girl will know my intent. She just keeps going. Crud. A5, I need backup, there's a girl fighting me here, over. As I immediately talked to the receiver, my chief answered immediately. A5, avoid fire, subdue the girl and backups coming. as I ready myself to the girl. I ready to stance and brace myself. The heck is this? It's unpredictable and wild like a beast. As I deflect her assault to me, the girl smiling widened. Ehehe. Are you with them? Worry not, you'll also join them. No one can come to hurt me or my sweet little Ayumi as long as I'm here. Ehehe. As she keeps swinging and randomly kicking and punching me. I keep deflecting, and as I look around, my eyes widened in shock. I can now see beyond the dark. There's lie the boss's other daughter, her clothes ravished and her eyes not focused as tears keep escaping from her eyes. The two seemingly are dead with blood all over the chamber. A5. Backups here. As my squad is getting closer, the girl desperately aiming for a stab. NGR. As I feel stabbed to the stomach, I kick the girl and my squad arrives. What the, arf. Boss, come quick, as voices of my mates echoing. The girl glowing eyes slowly dimming as she put one of her arm near the boss's other daughter, seemingly to keep trying to protect her. Heh. Coughed. Let's have fun while it lasts. As she gripped her knife with a killing intent, she jumped forward and boss suddenly appeared and disarmed her. Junko, as my boss's voice was heard, the girl trembled and weakly falls to the ground with her eyes tearing up. As my boss slowly falls, he embraced Junko and Ayumi while making a scary face, a face that screams of man's malice and rage as he tightly hugged Junko. We all think of the same thing, whoever that person was, he fucked up. Ryuji Pav. As I'm quickly bringing both of my daughter to the mansion, my cell phone rings. I opened it and Akina is calling me. Dear, did you save them? As I answer the calls, Akina's immediately ask the girls and my face darkens. We were able to rescue them, but Junko have awakened an ego and Ayumi suffers a traumatizing event. As I answered back, the other side never answered, but I hear crying in the background. Then what shall we do now, dear? As Akina on the other side is worried, I have to think many scenario for them, but today's not the day. I reject the call and turn around to look at my daughters. Akina, I'm sorry, but I have to do something very dangerous. As I'm blinded with rage, I have arrived to the mansion and my daughters were brought to the clinic inside. Dear, as I heard the voice of Akina, I ignored it and go to my office. As the eerie silence is taking over, my malice together with killing intent is soaring in the air. As I tap the button, I answered. Execute operation. Starlight. As I ended the call, 3-person came to the office in the shadow. Kato, at your service, sir. Kato, who was on the management team, was a hacker prodigy who's able to bypass any wall code unleashed by the Government. News of him gone have surfaced and all they know that he mysteriously disappeared after the manhunt. For the sake of Junko-sama, I will trample your enemies. Eliza, the maid that was always together with Junko since birth. The head maid that was a shinobi comes from her bloodline and ancestor. Born with marvelous talent, she cherish it and use it for good. Sir, how may I have service? Sho, my head butler that was an all-arounder and a master of all weapons. Many adore him as the perfect butler inside and outside. He serves me instead of my other brother and sister that already have their own life. Today, we're going to shed some blood. As I announce my intent, the 3 was excited to finally be able to fight. As they're awaiting me to say the order, I naturally give it. Kato, did you found out the assaulter? As I look at Kato, he opens his laptop and shows the info and evidence that the culprit was the one I'm going to FCK his life. The caller is naive, sir, and it shows me all the list and I found that he has been calling, 6 sir. As I heard of that code, my fist smashed the table and it broke. See, ha ha ha. 6 sir. You'll never let me enjoy my life even after I retire from the underworld. As I laugh of that name that I never heard for a long time, I now makes the call. Then, shall we do the honor, sir? Bowing to me, I give my order. Yes. And all of them vanish as they step back through the shadow. Ha, you'll pay for what you've done to me, you crud. As I look at the window, I remember again the scenery. Don't worry, Junko. Your papa will be giving you a peaceful life. As I contemplate whether or not shall I free her from my grasp, I drink my wine and keep seeking the moonlight from the window. While Ryuji was reminiscing, a man was found dead in his house while eating dinner. It was found that he died from multiple stab, blunt trauma, and blood loss. The evidence was gone and the purpose of the culprit was never seen. After a few days, the news was forgotten by the people. 07 Aftermath of 0607 Trauma. Cope. Changes. No. Please. No. Inoue. As Ayumi's calling for her, someone embrace her as she keeps calling her while having a nightmare. As she feels warm, she naturally calms down and feels relieved now that's the peace is back. As Akina is contemplating why this have happened as she pats Ayumi while caressing her hair. She calms down and been alerted that Junko's awake now, but something feels different as she been informed by the doctor who treated her. She tries to left but she's been gripped by the hand not letting go of her while tears slowly creeping up in her eyelid. Akina stays for a little longer patting her head, and kiss her in the head as she left her in the chamber slowly. As she looks back, Ayumi's sleeping happily. While does it all have to happen? They have never done anything wrong. Just, why it has to be this way? As she sadly thought while finally closing the door. In the report, she hears that Ayumi first regained consciousness and have a hard time to calm down. She's shaking while telling her story about what happened to my dear Ryuji. She also flinched when she sees her sister Junko and began to break down again. As Akina slowly descend in the first floor, she hears shouts and screaming in the infirmary. As she immediately enters the chamber, she spots Junko being held by Sho as she struggles to set herself free. Junko, as she softly calls to her daughter, Junko, turns around and saw her mother but she seems to ignore her. Sho, now stopped holding her and stays from her side. Her eyes blood red that's opposite to her beautiful blue eyes. Who are you, young lady? She innocently questioned while tilting her head while ignoring her. Akina tries to answer but Junko immediately realized who she was. Ah, you're my mother. Hee hee, now that I look at you, my mother is cute but my sweet little Ayumi is cuter. I will protect her and spend time with her forever. As she observes her mother from head to toe and say her thought, Junko smiles widen as she wanted to see Ayumi again. Junko, who was smiling immediately been slapped by her mother. She looked shocked at the thought of her mother slapped her. She looks again and see her mother was crying. Who are you? Where's Junko? Answer me. As she burst in rage while holding Junko up, Junko smiles and put one of her fingers in her lips and make a shish sound. Don't worry mother, your sweet little child is in right here sleeping so quietly as she lays in her bed having a good night. As Junko points into her head, Akina slowly put her down and a sound from the door unlocking was heard. It was Ryuji. Junko, as Ryuji calls her, the eyes is slowly losing its reddish color revealing her blue eyes every flickering. Hey, you can't force her to regain consciousness, old man. Junko says with a smug expression. As soon as she said that she immediately realizes the danger and put her hands up revealing that she surrenders. This girl knows the pressure of someone that's strong and bells ring loudly inside her head as the pressure from Ryuji overpowers her lust of blood. Who are you? Ryuji muttered as he gripped his hand tightly. Junko tilts her head to the side smiling while she closes her eyes. Father, haven't you looked in a mirror before? It's me, Junko. Your daughter. As she smiles while imitating Junko tone and mannerism. Ryuji smashed the table from the side causing some of the furniture to fall in. Bloods dripped down from his hand. Akina was shocked and Sho was unfazed rather watching this with interest. Don't play dumb, once again, who are you? As he looks at his daughter, she smiles calmly. Papa, it's me Junko, Mori Junko, sorry for that, since I'm also her, well, you can call me Inashima Junko. I, who was born from Mori Junko greets you. As she looks at her mother and father with an innocent grin, her eyes slowly losing the reddish color. Ah, it looks like time's up for me, well Pa and Ma, I hope you have a great day tomorrow. Tell my sweet little Ayumi that Inashima loves her. As she closes her eyes, she drops down. Dear, as Akina calls Ryuji with a sad tone, Ryuji can't contain his anger and punch the wall. The wall cracked revealing the foundation while his hand once again injured. Junko's POV, NMMPH, as I slowly regain consciousness, I'm feeling pain and it aches every second. Ma and Pa. Why Pa hand is injured and Ma's crying, did something happen? As I tilt my head looking worried to both of my parent. The butler clapped his hand, I was surprised by the sudden action. Junko-sama, what's your name? As he questioned me, I look at him like some sort of an idiot. Well, I'm Mori Junko. As I said that, The butler nods his head. Pa suddenly embrace me. Phewie. As much as I was shocked, my father silently clings to me. Junko, you're finally back. Father hugs me tightly while my mother on the side was wiping her tears. Why my father clinging to me and mother have tears on her eyes? Didn't she almost have 2 weeks before the birth of my 2 imoutos? As I thought of that, I also embrace my father back. Papa, what happened? Why am I on the bed here? Didn't I was playing with Ayumi in the game chamber? As I questioned my father, his face darkened. Junko, you didn't remember anything? As he worriedly tells me, I make a worried face and try to remember the memories. After I play with Ayumi in SFXVII and she lost to me, we play Othello. After that then I heard a knock from the door and the maids give us drink. I remember. As I recall the memories. I cling both of my hands to my head as I don't want to recall those memories. My head experiences a stinging pain. Ah, as I screamed from the pain while my tears are slowly forming, father hugs me again. It's all right Junko, father's here. As he pats me in the head, I slowly calms down and he saw me tears up while he slowly let go. As his phone rings and see who the caller was, he accepted the call. Ack. As I feel a piercing pain to my eyes, it suddenly heats up. As I hold my right eye, it's burning up. Dear. Junko's other eye began to turn red. As my mother informs my father, he immediately glimpses at me again and hold me to see that my right eye turning to red. But as the pain is searing my eye, I can't hear what they're saying. What happened? As the pain slowly calmed down and I questioned, my mother mumbled. Your other eye turns red, Junko. As she was looking for a small mirror in the drawer, I'm shocked by the discovery. As my mother brings in a mirror, I see myself having my other eye have a red pupil instead of a blue one. Wow. As I see myself with a blue on the left and red on the right, I'm suddenly mesmerized by the discovery. My father sees the time and that it was already dark. Junko, for now, you should get enough rest while we can continue this. Tomorrow, I will also invite Ayumi for that matter. As my father muttered to me, I nod and head to Ayumi's chamber so that I can sleep with her. I can finally sleep with my sweet little Ayumi. As I thought of that, I drool. Huh. It's weird. Why did I think of that? As I questioned my weird thought, I snuck in the chamber where Ayumi's sleeping and see her sleeping quietly. Ha. Sweet little Ayumi, it's time to sleep with you. As I feel tired and voice out silently my thought, I embrace her and together we sleep. Ayumi's pav. MMPHH. As I slowly wakes up, I feel weight in my left side. I check on who or what it was and I flinch. Inoue. As I realize who's sleeping with me, it was actually Inoue. I immediately broke from her grasp and stay away from her. As she's sleeping, she suddenly sways her right arm as she was looking for something. She flails her arm even more. As she stops her hand, she slowly wakes up. HMMMPH. As she up both of her arm, she slowly opens her right eye first. As I falls down and remember that glowing eye, I tremble in fear. No, not again, please. As I thought of the events again coming back to haunt me, I was greeted by her. Oh, good morning, my sweet little Ayumi. As my Inoue, no, as she calls to me, I know from my heart that she was not Inoue. I faltered but still determined to talk to her. Who are you? Where's Inoue? As I shakily questioned her, she only smirks in response. She slowly comes closer. As she closing to me, I who was in fear step back. It lasts until I was stuck in the wall. What do you want? Please let me and Inoue go. As I plead for her, she answered back with a grin. I only want your love lil Ayumi, and I promise you that I'll protect you from harm. As she states her case, she widened her grin that makes me flinch. I'm still trembling in fear but a feeling inside me stops me from shaking. I'm sorry but I can't give you. As she almost already know my response, she immediately gets a scissor and aims at me. As she smiles while she close her eyes, aiming her scissor in my neck, she stopped as her hands trembling. Hey, it seems you're still young, I'll await your answer for another time but for now, I'll wait for your response. As her red eye slowly dims, it slowly turns back to blue. Inoue falls and I catch her. Grasping her, I touch her hair and found that it's soft. After a while, she slowly wakes up. Ayumi, what am I doing here in your lap? I only remember that I was together with you in the bed last night. As my Inoue stands up and stretch herself, I finally relax. It seems you cling to me after I wakes up and falls to the ground. You're such a deep sleeper, that's why I want Inoue to have a good sleep. As I deceive my Inoue, she bought the lie. Well, thank you. Then, shall we come to my papa's office? It seems that he wants to continue my talk with him and you're needed to come with me. As my Inoue explained to me, I nod and we go to the office of my father. I'm sorry Inoue, I'll become stronger in the future so that we can lead a happy life together with the twins. As I apologized to my Inoue in my mind, I prayed that the situation will not happen again. 08 Life, Independent, Dream, 6YO, 2K plus word. Enjoy smiley face. Ha. It's been 1 year after the traumatic event that happened to me and Ayumi. I'm now 6 years old and ready to go to school as a first grader. After having talks with my father regarding the incident, many things have happened in between the line. I keep spacing out and I don't remember what they mostly talk in the discussion. I also dream sometimes of nightmare and playing with a girl with the same physique as mine, but her hair is white and her eyes are red. On the side note, the twins are also now born. They're named Haruki and Himari. The pregnancy was a success and there was no any casualties. While in the mansion alone, I sometimes drool and my breath suddenly getting ragged as I'm sometimes alone with Ayumi in the span of 4 months before the desire finally calms down. As I'm on my own thoughts spacing out, someone tapped me in the shoulder. Hya. As I let out a weird voice and look behind me, it was Ayumi blushing from what she heard from me, I assume. Father's waiting for you at the office, Inoue. As she stutters while calms down her thought, I nod and exits the chamber. Walking down the stairs, I realized that many things have changed, although a little bit. After finally arriving at my father's door, I knocked it. Knock knock knock. Enter. As I heard my father's voice, I enter the chamber and upon entering the chamber there I see Eliza and my papa Ryuji seating on his hot seat while approving on what I see some documents. Junko. Before I sign this fake certificate, may I ask you if you really want to go away from us? As he looked into me glaring with sadness. I wavered for a second before replying. Why yes papa, I know that you want me to be safe, but I want to live on my own while making myself have a fulfilling life. He looked into me more while I stand with unwavering eyes. He picks up his stamp and put it in the document. Fine, but although I support your passion and dream, I still want you to be protected since you're still 6 years old. He gave up and finally gives me the permission as he feels conflicted with my decision. He added. I'll also be ordering Eliza to protect you and help you as a relative from our household before leaving you when you're now at an appropriate age. Eliza have the biggest influence and cares about you, so it's the best that she's the one that will protect you. As he finally finishes his paperwork, he walks to me and pats me in the head while showing a face with a smirk. Although naive, you are still my daughter. I guess that you're really the same like your mother. Papa end his patting and grab a drink from his mini fridge. You can now leave. If you want to come back, be sure to become a great one, Koriko. As he end his talk, I was shocked and Eliza forced me to go out. Ryuji's pav. As I look into my daughter through the window entering the vehicle, someone arrives at the door. It really runs in the blood, Akina. As I look away and turn, Akina was there smiling. HMPH, I never thought that in the end, my dear follows my gene. As she was angered NY her gene, I smirk. Well, you shouldn't engage in gaming and idolize that guy before. Look, even your daughter's following your footstep. Saying this, Akina stomps the floor with flush in her cheeks. Although he's dead, I always like to see him play the games that I wonder what it likes if he didn't die and still continue on. As she opens her phone, she began to opens to YouTube and reopens the video that talks about that certain player. Before I even began on creating games for people, you keep nagging on this guy's play. Frowning at the sight as I heard again the familiar sound of esports highlights. She grinned and watched it as she trembles at the sight when the guy makes a play. Times at 30 seconds, it's now Ron and 4 members of Sleepless Mummy as they wait for the ace of the enemy team. Looking around in the map, the enemy is already zoning the bomb while Ron is now the only one going to the doorway. As they look away for a second, Ron appeared and killed 2 of the members immediately. He now kills Shapt, followed by Creve as they've been both spotted by the Reaper. 25's on the timer. As the clock's slowly ticking in, The two last members have been alerted and waits for him to arrive. SKXL fires, but he missed the chance to kill Ron. Snipe fire. Oh. Ron's now at 10 HP as he killed SKXL by a shot in the head. 19 already on the bomb. Now, only Mont and him are left. Crowds praise as they shout the team motto. Believe in dreams. As crowds chant, Mont and Ron faced against each other. Rapid fire pistol click headshot global risk win. Oh, he did it. He makes the team get its triple trophy this season, Ron denied. The sleepless mummy chants for overtime and win the championship. The crowds cheered and the booth inside of Dream Big Esport members hugs and tease Ron as they go out and greet the opposing teams. They shake hands and wish them a new beginning. As the opposing left, Dream Big members comes in front and hold the trophy up high in the air. The crowds cheers and the video ends. I will never forget about this moment. As she end that clip, I sighs. Akina, you should act your age now. My wife's still childish as always. As I said that, Akina look at me like she will claw me like a cat. I sigh again. The only thing that wonder in my mind is that, when does my wife stop acting like this? Junko's Pav. Achu. As I sneeze like a mouse, Eliza immediately took a picture of me sneezing. Hey, as I try to snag the camera, she throws it in the back. I can't even budge from this seatbelt. Ho ho, another one for my collection. Your mother will intrigued by my photographing skill, Junko-sama. She continue again the drive. We're now almost at the destination on the map. Eliza-san, I feel like sleeping. As my eyelid keeps getting heavy, Eliza smiles and touch my head. Okay, you can sleep Junko-sama, for that I now fall asleep. 3:45 p.m. Junko-sama, Junko-sama, as I'm being tapped on the shoulder from the front, I regain consciousness from my sleep. Phewie. Oh, have we arrived? As I muttered my question, Eliza nod and I head outside of the car. Wow, as I see my new home that I'm staying with Eliza, it is a huge condominium going over 30-story, 110-meter tall. A guard approached us and Eliza hands over a written letter. Upon seeing it, the guard pales and hands us a swipe key to the chamber that we're going to use. As we enter the elevator, I see a teenager tries to reach for this elevator. She succeeded and goes inside with a fatigued look. Ha, just got in time. As she breathed a sigh of relief, she now look inside and tap on the 15th number on the buttons of the elevator. Oh, hi. Are you new here? As she questions this, Eliza answers. Yes, we are also on the 15th story and on the chamber 1501. Stabilizing her breath, she smiles and nod to Eliza. Thank you for answering. I'm at the 1505. If you have any questions, you can ask on me sometimes, though you shouldn't question at some working hours of mine. As she smiles, the elevator stops and we are now on the 15th story. There are so many rooms in this story and I suppose from the other story as well. As I look at the very last, I see that it goes from 1 to 12 rooms. Miss? As I try to question the woman in front of me, she looks down and immediately pat me. Phewie. As I'm shocked, she seems also shocked and compose herself. Oh, sorry, you remind me of my little sister also here. Besides, what's your question, Oju-chan? As she look at me and grin, she seems to relax. What's your name? I never asked this before. I questioned the teenager. She smiles and answer. Is that so? Well, my name's Umamiya Yui. On the side note, you're pretty cute. I feel like I want to pinch both of your cheek and stretch it. As she introduce herself, she pat me again and make a clawing sign on her other hand. Oh, thank you. As I shyly accept the patting, Eliza hold my hand and took me away from her. I'm sorry Yui-san, but we must go now. Thank you for the brief conversation. As she address Yui-san, we leave the elevator and also her. She looks sad now that I'm away. Thank you also why Yui-san. I'll like to get to know you more. As I meekly muttered, Yui-san mood brightened. You can call me Junko instead, you know, I also added. Then, Junko-chan, thank you for the time. As she wave her hand, we both go our way to our rooms. After that, we explore the rooms. We have 3 separate chamber. We have kitchen, toilet, all we need in an apartment. The chamber have a bed with full of furniture, from cabinet to table shelves. After the full moving at 4:20 p.m., we moved some items inside that me and Eliza use. All things that's related to devices were put into place and fixed by Kato so that data will not be leaked said by him. He visited, organized, and helped us as he was on a break. He also set up my instrument on the side, computer and gears for my gaming. He also gave me a streaming equipment for me to use in the future. Eliza cooked on 4:55 p.m. and it was superb. The noodles are easy to slurp and chew, just the right texture. The broth is warm and light, creating a relaxing aroma. Together with a perfect soft-boiled egg and some meat on the side. Me and Kato were full with grin in our face. Kato leaves at 7 p.m. waving his hand as he exits the elevator with a small grin leaking. I wave back happily as the elevator slowly closing. I can see him smiling. We bath together after that. Eliza finally showing her desire, breath rather raggedly at me and keep foaming me with her lewd techniques. It feels weird and relaxing, but I wish she can contain that desire. After the shower, we have a small dinner and Yui-san knocks on the door and brought us some brownies for us to eat. I humbly accepted it and thank her for the kindness. She pats me again and grin while she closed the door. Moo, if you keep patting me I might get an addiction to it. As I pout after that, Eliza and I are now both sleeping in the bed. It's dark, as I try to struggle to get outside of Eliza's grasp. I substitute myself with a pillow and comes to the fridge for a carton of milk. Gulp 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 gulp. As I put the half-capacity milk back. I enter back in the chamber and now falls asleep. Anashima Pav. Inside the dream world, there's a girl beside Junko with the same proportion except she have white hair and red eyes inside. The sound of video game and tapping OS heard while the girl is nagging Junko. HMMMPH, why must you leave Ayumi-chan? As I nag my other me on the side while playing Super Smash. I heard a sigh. Even though I keep forgetting all of this, my reason stays the same, for me to reach my own dream. As she looked at me with a determined face, I frowned. Ho, you're very naive. Didn't this apartment from your father? Your maid have to also leave the mansion to stay with you. Good for you that the door is locked at that time. I would never make you leave there without my sweet little Ayumi. As I make an argument and input a combo, she just stared at me before sidestepping and input back. You're really blessed. How could I keep getting hit first in the frame? I frowned and I lose the game. The night is still long. You'll be my perfect practice for my stealth stream at night, as my other me said to me with a smirk. I'm frustrated. Ho, I thoroughly crush you and you'll never be able to remember it. Bring it on, Anashima. As she said that, we continue. Don't you worry, I'll end you and go back with my sweet little Ayumi. I hope that someone not there to come near you or I may accidentally broke them. Lolicon, oh, you. After that they battle over and over again, all that you can hear in this space is the sound of video game and tapping. The dream ends in favor of Junko's win. 60-58 Anashima. Curse that DM luck. 09 School, companions, stream 2K plus word again? Enjoy? Junko, it's time to regain consciousness. As I feel my ears getting whispered, I shiver as I woke up. Isn't it early? As I see the clock on the time of 6:30 a.m. Eliza makes an angry face. Junko-sama, did you forget? Feeling kinda lost, I answered. No, what's the day is it anyway? As I'm fixing myself and going up from the bed. Eliza laugh at me and grin. Well, today's the first day of your school you know. Unless, you want to be late at your first, Junko-sama. Feeling goosebump again, I immediately woke in my sleepy state. Today's the day. I forgot about that. As I think back, my father said that on Monday is my first day at school. More specifically in the University of Tekai. At first I was shocked to see a university like that, but when I read on the rules of them, there are one things that stand for me at most. You will be given privilege to wear your own clothes, except some do too. Rules, or custom uniform if you land on S class. Upon seeing this, I feel like my father put some high expectation from me even though I want a peaceful life. I sighed as I think about it. I guess that's how life work, even your guardians support your passion. Welp, I try my best nonetheless. I leave the chamber and see Eliza cooks some breakfast for us. It's steamed rice, salmon and miso soup with some egg rolls. Oh, Junko-sama, it's time to eat. Be sure to wash your hands and eat what you can. As I was instructed by Eliza, I nodded and we now sit on the table. Itadakimasu, as I grab my hashi, I first eat the egg rolls. Oomph. Upon putting it in my mouth, the flavors have exploded inside of it. Oh. The egg has been beaten perfectly, just the right amount of salt and the texture is just fluffy. The salmon is cooked medium rare and nicely done. The steamed rice is just steamed rice, but who cares? I'm happy that you like my cooking. As Eliza watched me eat and snap some picture, she thanked me for loving the meal that she prepared. I thank for bringing me a good meal and grin while making a shy expression. Well, you're the best maid I ever have, Eliza, but don't take a wrong idea about this. Upon hearing that, she makes a kya sound and put my head into her chest. Wah, Junko-sama. Hey, Eliza. I can't breath. As I mutter between her chest, she stop. Hugging me and pushing me in her breast. OWH, I'm sorry Junko-sama. As she realized her wrongdoing, I just feel guilt all of the sudden. Fine. Well, let's get ready for my school enrollment, as I help her with the washing. She stops me, but in the end, she gave up and let me help her. Even in the past, I'm always the one who help others in doing dishes, so now I feel nostalgia from it. As I mood dropped, Eliza huge again from the back. Junko-sama. What's wrong? Questioning me, I compose myself while I help her. Nothing. The soap just hit my eyes. As I make a lie, she just shrugged it off. After washing the plates, we bath together and wear our clothes for today's examination. We exit the chamber and exits the apartment. Eliza prepares me a bento and we now drive towards the University of Tekai. Upon arriving in the parking lot, I saw Yui-san and I think her little sister. As I call to Yui-san, she notices me and heads straight in my direction. Oh hey, Junko-chan, and? As she didn't ask Eliza's name, Eliza answered in her stead. It's Eliza, Junko's relative. As she states her name, Yui-san finally know. So Junko-chan and Eliza-san, are you also here for the examination? As she questioned us, I nod my head and she also nod as well. I see, my little sister here will also participate. I'll support her and wish that no matter what her grades are, as long as she's having fun. As she gives her with a grin, a little girl approach our direction. Oni-chan, who are these beautiful Oni-san? As she questioned Yui-san, she smirked and introduced us to her. Well, Hikari-chan, meet Junko-chan and Eliza-san. This is the new occupier of 1501. Say hello to them. The girl nods and look at us. Hello. Upon saying her greetings, I also greets her. Hello Hikari-chan. Nice to meet you. I hope you'll be my friend. As I say my intention, she's no longer nervous and smiles at me. I gladly accept it. As she bows with a red-faced, I grin. Thank you. Hearing this, Hikari-chan smiles as well. Yes. As we chat more and head to the school, the gate opens and all the other students and their guardians walks inside of every chamber. The guards have give each student their own ID and pass to go to their respective rooms for examination. I with Eliza separates for the test and go to the chamber. 201, 202, 203, 204, here it is, 205. As I walk through the hallway, I see the chamber with my number on it and enter it. Wow, as I look around, I feel excited at the thought that every chamber is like this. The chamber structure is quite big for every chamber. It has a seating similar to college students' chamber in my year of studying before. The screen is also big, going over 325-inch of TV. The tables also have built-in holographic computer for studying purposes. As I see my seat number, which is 679, I walk towards it and seat there. As I wait, I look around and see some students entering and chatting with others. Oh, I envy them. The only thing that I conversate with is the chats, Ayumi, and the people inside the mansion. Seeing them knowing each other, I also see a familiar face. It's Hikari-chan and she's going to my direction. Hello again, Junko-san. As she greet me again, my mood brightens. Likewise, Hikari-san. Giving her a grin, she nod and wait for the others to come as well. After the chamber is full, a teacher walks in. Greetings everyone, and welcome to University of Tekai. I shall give you the rules of this school and an announcement of the president after this. As he start giving explanation, I just put my head in the table and sleeps until he finish all the information he's saying, but not every plan goes accomplish. Hey, Junko-san, you must listen from the teacher. As Hikari-san keeps shrugging me and tapping me, I keep waking up, causing me to keep listening from this boring session. And that's it for a moment. I will now upload the files for you to answer in the holographic computer. Be sure to answer every question that you can, and I hope that everyone will have a wonderful day after this. He now give us the test paper in the built-in holographic and we now answer it. I also now give you at least 2 hours to finish it, and this test contains all the subject that you will be studying in your school year, so the time starts now. As he shout that, the clock in the middle starts ticking. He look between us every 15-second interval so that we can't cheat. That's bad, you know. Student 349, for that I'll deduct your score on each test by 10 PTS. Be sure not to cheat again. The students frowned and he now focus on his own paper. Alright. English, Japanese, mathematics are now done. I'm almost finished in social studies and MAPEH. Having a brain with high level of memorizing skill is a bless for me even in my past life. 1 hour later. How should I answer this? As I heard mutter from Hikari-san, I help her involuntary. It's 40, Hikari-san. As I answered back from her mutter, she silently typed the answer and thanked me in a small gesture. Luckily the teacher didn't notice and I almost finished my test. After 30 minutes, I finished the test and hit submit from the computer. The form is submitted and I now wait for the time to finish. Okay everyone, time's up. I hope you all have finished all of them. As the teacher look at our form, he see that almost everyone finish it. Thank you for answering this test. I wish y'all a wonderful day. As the teacher guides us from outside, me and Hikari goes to the auditorium of the school. After entering the inside of auditorium, the place is dark and feels like a movie theater, having over 1,000 seats. We seat together with the numbers similar to us and wait for the announcement. Hey, I heard that Sir Ryuji will comes to this school for his daughter's qualification to the school. Really? Then it's going to be awesome. Seeing him, the game producer of many popular game, will bless you. I know, right? As I hear the gossip of some students, my eyes widen. Papa will be here. I guess this will be for Ayumi. Now I'm excited. Seeing my father again after 2 days is an unknown feeling that welling up inside of me. Greetings everyone. As the principal is making a session, I close my eyes and block my senses for a while. I think this is enough. As I woke up and now open my senses again, I see now my father walking in the stage, talking about a great timing. I look around and all of the students are excitingly waiting for his cue to start. Greetings. Saito Ryuji, the CEO of Dragon's Revival Corp., here to give you a great day. As my father give his speech, everyone inside is shouting and cheering for him. I would like to congratulate the students who are here to celebrate the start of new beginning for all inside here in the auditorium. The atmosphere is quiet like the dark. The student anticipating everything my father's saying. As such, I celebrate my daughter entering this school, proud to become a part of this school's community. Everyone clapped and father put a stop sign. It stopped. On the side note, I will be releasing the very first full dive VR MMORPG collaborating with my enemy Christine Rosales of the Dream Corp. And some game designer to make this game. Many shouts and muttered were heard. It seems students are excited for this. I didn't know that we already finish at 90. The release is possibly after 1 year, and now for today's event. I'll be giving giveaway as part of this school's legacy. Shouts again are heard. The teachers pulled up a machine that have a number generator. Here, we will pick 15 students through this generator to have an exclusive 10 days experience inside of the game before everyone else. All shouts are heard. All expectation to be the first 15, and everyone hoped to be the person who would inside of the game. You may start now, Mr. President. In picking student's number, I also give your son the privilege so that he can also have fun inside. As my father give the mic to the president now take over and do it instead. Let's start. The first 3 numbers, please come to this stage as your numbers are generated. Student ID 569, 290, and 158. The students who have the number immediately goes to the stage and seat on the chair that was put in the side. Next numbers are. As drums are rolling and numbers are generating, it stops and shows all the number. Student 769, 968, and 090. Please come to the stage. As the president announced, 3 students left their seat and goes to the stage. Next up are student 680, 679 and 050. Upon hearing this, Hikari-san embraced me with a happy expression. Junko-san, you and I won. Yes, we all are. Now, we should come to the stage and wait for others. Hikari nodded and we now go to the stage. After that, the student are called 150, 1000, 777, 007, 420, and 069. The students now lined up are given with a pass that takes their verification so that it will not be stolen and already in the system. Now, my father announced that after the 15 days, the release of the game is on 3 months after the beta testing. Although some students are sad that they didn't get a chance from it, father decided to give them all instead a 20 discount for purchasing higher type of VR set and 40 on the cheapest one. This brought a lot of cheers from all students who get the ticket of discount, and the announcement are now finished and we all go home. While we're going home, I secretly meet father and have a nice chat before leaving him with a grin. From there on, I and Eliza meets with Hikari-san and Yui-san, giving them a ride toward our home. We celebrate for the already known passing of us and all of them have happy look on their face upon leaving the chamber. Now that I finish bathing myself, putting a pajama and ready for bed, but who say that I'm going to bed, now that Eliza is drunk and no one is there to stop me. I open my channel and prepare the game I'm going to play this day. Making my voice a little bit higher and a bit lively, I start the stream. My eyes are slowly turning red. Bot stream will start 10 minutes later. Grief misery, finally. Egg Cucker 1. Oh, infant, Martha, my love, Mayhem Rifle, WT Hell, Eggman Carrot. Silent Butter, aggressive or passive today? Now online for Mayhem. As the BGM start and disappear, my avatar appeared copying my movement. Didn't expect to see me? Let's the game start, y'all. Tucker, don't care. If you snipe me, I'll still kill you all. As I bring my persona, the chat becomes lively. Garbage Dumper, hey. Is it time to carry noobs, my goddess? Garbage Dumper donated 10 for the stream. Demolish all of them and crush them thoroughly. Silent Butter, looks like she the god of war today. Yow, thanks for the donations, Dumpman. Also, you bet I will, I do. You a favor and start this rust bucket. As I click the Battlefields 2030, I join a lobby and starts the game. Now, let's the killing begin. With no remorse to the enemy, I starts the killing. SSO3 The Boring Life of Christine's POV, December 6, 2018. Clock's ringing tap. Ugh. As I look from the clock, it now shows 7 a.m. Being still in a trance state, I leave the bed and put on my slippers to go to the kitchen. Oh, Christine, eat before the pandasol cools down. We have hot dog here and some eggs to eat. As my mother sees me, she offers me the still hot bread and some foods to come up with it. Walking near on the table, I grab a pandasol, break it in half, put a cut hot dog on it and bite. Yep, still feels the same but delicious as always. As I keep swallowing the food, I grab another and continue eating. Christine, did you finish all your homeworks? Mother questioned with worries in her face. Yes, Ma. I'm already done with it. Frowning, I eat my fill and left the kitchen. Coming back to my chamber again, I grab my uniform and clench on it that I see a glimpse of a photo. Upon seeing the photo of my big brother, I feel a subtle feeling of sadness. It's fine, Christine, a new beginning and my first day as a first-year junior high school student. Forget everything and move on. As I remind myself even 1 year has passed, I still can't ignore this feeling. Huck. Brother, as tears falling down, I cry silently. After I put my emotion away, I look at the clock, 7:25 a.m. There's still time. As I grab my cell phone and unlock it, I open the news and see what's up today. Ron Rosales. The Legend, the Luckster and the Reaper, media use. The story of Ron. The unwavering pillar of Dream Big Esport Prime. Ed approves of online learning and new learning system, News Constellation. Trying to beat Ron's high score on AIM reaction, Game Break. Dream Big Esport vs Sleepless Mummy, Game 5 highlight, Esport highlights. Most of the information I see are related to my brother. Even after 1 year have passed, many people are inspired and wanted to become or surpass him. Closing my phone, I decide to take a bath. Throwing my clothes at the basket, I turn on the shower on medium heat to make myself relax. After taking a bath, I brush my teeth and wear my uniform. I'll be leaving now, mother. As I call out my mother, she nods and smiles. Be careful then, Christine. I love you. As she come near me and kiss me on the cheek, I kiss her back and leave the house. Walking toward to the school, I heard a shout from behind me. I look back and see a silhouette. Oh hey, Christine. As she calls out, she now caught up to me with a worn-out expression. Oh, Clarissa, right? As I questioned her name, she nodded. Yes, you remember my name. So, any problems you got? All sadness? Some sort of things? As she questioned me, I just look away and answered back, no, from her. As me and Clarissa are finally at the school, we take a break first near the benches of the school to relax and see the peaceful scenery of the school. It's so beautiful, isn't it, Christine? Yes, yes it is. As I give my answer, we stay there for a while before continuing and head to the open area for a frozen speech. We put our left hand at the right and see Bayang Magilyu. After that we come to the church for a 30-minute sermon before going to our class. That sermon is tiring, Christine. As Clarissa give her opinion about it, I denied that in my mind. It gives me peace and forget about all those things. As I only say it in my mind, I just go along and walk towards our classroom. I arrive together with Clarissa at chamber 210, second floor. Upon arriving, I see a lot of students already here. I sit on a nearby chair and Clarissa sat near to mine. Some classmates are now coming in and after a while, the teacher also walks inside and now class starts. Good morning, class. Today, I will be your new homeroom teacher Patricia Della Torres. Nice to meet you all. As she introduced herself, we students are still on silent. Today, there will be no activity but we are going to introduce each one of you to our classmates so we can get to know each other, starting with you. Student 1. As she pointed to me, I stand up and answered in a clear voice. My name is Christine Rosales, born in Batangas City. I'm 13 years old and my hobbies are reading books, board games and playing instruments. As I state my case, there are some murmurs and muttering but I just ignored it. Okay. Christine, thank you for the introduction. Now your next girl. As she look at Clarissa, she stands up and now introduce herself. It continue on until the very last student and it bore me out. So boring. But I don't show it to my face. As the period is finished, some students come near to me. Hey, Christine, right? As someone asked me, I look at him and answered, yes. Questioning him about what's up. Are you the brother of Ron Rosales? As I heard my brother's name, I look at him dead in the eyes and still answers him with a yes. This is getting awkward. I just want to say condolence for your loss since I'm also a fan of his. As he scratches his head from behind, I look away and thank him for being a fan of his. Terminating the conversation, the next period start and it goes again. After 3 period, the bell rings and it signals lunchtime. I stand up from my seat and Clarissa follows me from behind. Reaching the cafeteria, I ordered some potato salad and a buko juice for a refreshing lunch. I put my lunch on a table while Clarissa is ordering her food. I now continue to eat. Hello, may I take a seat with you? As I look up and saw the same guy from before, I nod my head and silently continue on eating. Clarissa also came to my table and seat with her servings of 3 rice cups, 1 serving of pork adobo and a water bottle. As we now eat, the atmosphere in the table is silent. Wanting no more of the silent, the boy talks to Clarissa. Can you eat that whole serving, Clarissa? As he questioned, Clarissa nodded her head and began to also talk. Yes, Carlo. What can we talk about as we eat? As she questioned about the topic, I mutter in a low voice. How about our first experience here in the university? As I say that, both of them are surprised. What's wrong with that? As I still continue on eating, Carlo talks first. Well, it's so. Pretty much the same style when I first register in my elementary school. As he give his opinion, Clarissa's next. Well, the scenery is great and there's so many chamber and club that I see. I'm going to wait for the day of club registration begin. Saying her case, I now talk my opinion. It's just fine. I want to forget all the things that happen while enjoying my campus life. Maybe, I should join the library committee. After my opinion, I finish my food and stands up. Wait, Christine. As Carlo calls me, I look back to him. What? Questioning him, he tried to say something but fails to do so. No, nothing. Seeing him, I now go to the library. Carlo's Pav. Seeing her walk away with a gloomy face, I feel pained. Hey, Carlo. Just give her space, okay? As Clarissa also finish her food, I just nod my head with a sad expression. I didn't think Christine would be like that after the death of her brother. Talking with Clarissa, she sigh. Well, I can't blame her for that. Before she transfer here, I'm pretty sure that she was a normal girl that loves mostly her brother, that after his death. Her eyes sometimes look dead and not focusing. What do you mean? As I questioned, she just shrugged. Well, when we always talk about her brother, she always talks a lot about it with a happy expression but bottles it up after his death. Looking down, she feels saddened by the news. Stop. As I grab her by the shoulder, I can't hear more. Noticing the mood, she nods and we exit together the cafeteria. Meanwhile in the library, there's Christine holding the USB in her hand. It was the last gift her brother have given to her before he pass away. Stupid brother, the wind is slowly coming. As I feel the breeze, I put away the USB and walk through the chamber for the next session of the day. 10 streaming secretly at night and cooks as I continue forcing my way. The enemy can't even keep up with me. Kill, double kill, triple kill, quadra kill notifications of mine killing the enemy keeps flowing out. Passionate gun. Oh me. Try harder, you can do it. Play safe 01. Almost 30 plus. You bet I will. Throwing my sniper rifle and picking up the dead player SMG, I sprint my way towards the enemy team. The scoreboard is now 149-59 in favor of us winning. The goal kill is 150 and now I'm on getting my 30th kill and it's also the last kill. Come on. As I sprint my way there, I see the enemy. There. Sprays. Headshot. The game's end with me achieving my first 30 kills in a single game. Claps all right. As I clap, I look around the clock. It's now 11 p.m. There's still time. As I focus back on the game, many replies are coming in. Dame Corey 69, first goal done for you. Dark love, can't wait for the 41. Give me sauce. Nice. Phew, that's one close. Since there's more time, I might go ahead and open some cases. As I wait for the UI to display my increase in RP, I was shocked. Plus 10 RP, 99 RP, 100 RP, Platinum I tables slam. Dame Corey 69, lololol. Hungry Chief. Ha 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 ha, Filts CH, www. Egg Cucker 01, LMAO, even her friend Carrot, Simp Filts 75, hi Filts. Trash Dumper donated 20 on stream, 071 salute, we'll get it next time. HMPH. Grr, putting salt in my wound, no matter, I can still play. Saying that my red eyes slowly turning back to blue. Maybe not actually, sigh well, let's just open some case before I end the game and chat with y'all. As I scroll my mouse into the inventory, I click in the Hell Loose case. Hell Loose case. Weapon drops flame dual D Eagles. Camo block AK-47 fire M4 EIBR Comet Star famous. Meteor Che tac burns male Colt SAA. Fire Demon AWP. Random knife skin, random gloves skin, random golden knife, weaponry. Okay Junko. Lady Luck has been always by your side. I have 5 of them. Crates. Let's do it. As I click the roll, it now starts running while weapons are being seen at a fast state. Filts CH. Ohoho, Simp Filts 75, ladies luck tonight? Trash Dumper, let's go. Gotcha opener, good or bad? Let's see. Sea fish. Yow. Not late. Tono CH. Low chances. It's not, rather San. The stream's almost ending and I just opening cases for now. As I see my companions Filts, C, and Tono. My cases still spinning. How long till this thing stops spinning? As I see the running decaying it lands on. Sea fish? Oi, Tono CH? Seriously? Filts CH. Passionate gun. No effing way. Golden Flames butterfly knife. As I see the golden knife, I breathe. Les F Ping Gu. I shout full with happiness, and there's still 4 more. I close and went to the other 4. Their results are Fire Demon AWP, Silence Hill Gloves, Black Fadeaway Bayonetta, Meteor Che Tack. After the rolls, I look into chat again and it stops. Hey, you Tuckers? You all still there? Gotcha Opener donated 10,000 yen on the stream. Master, can you teach me how to get good rolls? Filts CH. Wow. Just wow. Trash Dumper donated 20 on the stream. Oh great one. May you bless me with your blessing? Sea Fish. This luck's on another level. Dame Corey 69. Bless us, Corey-san. You guys. Suddenly asking me for luck. Fine, all the watchers who's here, I'll bless you for a single day. Saying it with an arrogant and mocking tone. The chat instead burst up with a lots of, thank you, from me. You guys are really weird. Alrighty, stream ended for tonight. Be sure to roll your hearts out and be truthful, my little foxes. As I wiggle my head around, the chat ends with, thank you and goodbye, as I end the stream. HNGGH, it's getting late. As I still feel energized by my stream, I go to the fridge to get the carton milk and drink it to help me fall asleep too. Yes, milk makes an amino acid to make you fall asleep. Seeing that, Eliza is getting cold at the sofa, I rush to the bedroom to give her a blanket to keep her warm. Ah, Junko-sama heart. As I heard her says my name softly, I shiver. What weird dream are you seeing, Eliza? As I give a troubled look, I go to the bed and sleep there. The last thought I say is that it's so comfy. And as our Junko sleep, she doesn't know that her blessing led many of her viewers roll and got what they wanted, flexing them to their group, causing a rage inside of it. Her case opening was highlighted and became famous as something that rivals the legendary Ron's case opening from 2017, but that's in another story to go. As I open my eyes, I stand up and put on my slippers to head into the living chamber. Seeing that the chamber was cleaned, I see a note near the table. Junko-sama, I'll be back for a while. I'll be replenishing some ingredient from the fridge since it only have small portion left. Be sure to stay in the chamber and do whatever you want. Love, Eliza. As I skim the notes, I look around first to see if there was something to eat. Girl. Hungry. As my thoughts suddenly been heard, I approached the fridge to see if there was something that I can cook to eat. Let's see, there's egg, canned meat and rice. Fried rice it is then. As I brought out the small pan, I put a chair underneath the table so that I can reach it. Putting on heat, I first put the pan and break the eggs, open the canned meat with an opener and take out the leftover rice. Second, I add a little bit of oil and beat the eggs after adding it some salt while the pan's not heat up yet. Slicing some meat from the canned goods, I took a slice and eat it. The meat is kinda good, as expected. As I see the pan's heat is right, I cook the sliced meat first, then removes it and cook the eggs while the heat is not too hot. After it cooks a bit, I add the leftover rice, push the spatula below so that it will not clump and separates. Then, put the cooked meat and eggs on it. Sizzle. Mixing it up, I add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce that I found on the side so that it sizzles a little bit. Sizzle. Where is it? As I keep finding it after I mix the rice, I couldn't find any MSG. I sigh. Welp, no MSG I guess. As I keep mixing the fried rice, I feel like it's now ready. Since the portion is a little big, I can give some to Yui-san. I'll just say it's a gift from Eliza. Getting a plate and putting some fried rice into it, I'm now going to taste my own cooking. Ha! Hunef. As I take a bite, I muttered in a loud voice. UMAI. The egg is perfectly seasoned and in par with the canned meat I use. The meat is cooked at the right time and has a little bit of spiciness mix on it. The rice is great because it has Worcestershire sauce on it and the umami is just right. After eating, I pack the rice on a container and leave the chamber. After leaving, I head into the chamber 205. Knock knock. As I knock from the door, a monitor speaker say something. Who? As it calls out, I respond, it's me, Yui-san, and the doors unlock. Oh, it's you Junko-chan. What brings you here? As Yui-san questioned me, I lift up the container. Oh, for me? Why thank you, I guess. Eliza cooks it and left for you to eat it. As she muttered her statement, I nodded. Well, Thank you for this. I'm going to eat it too now that I just woken up. Thank you, Junko. As Yui-san talks to me, she slowly closed the door with the container on her hand. Shuts. Going back to the chamber, I just play some game before falling asleep again after I think about the school's exam. Eliza's POV. I'm home. Junko-sama heart. Going back with a lot of grocery bag. I enters the chamber noticing Junko-sama sleeping on the sofa. Clicks hee. Another one yet again. As expected, capturing Junko-sama different face expression was the best. Looking around, I found a colander on the kitchen's table. I open it and found a fried rice on a plate. I look back and see Junko-sama sleeping with a happy expression on her face. Did she cook it? Well, let's try it. As I seat on the chair after grabbing a hashi 3 Japanese calls for chopsticks, I taste the fried rice. Oh, it's delicious. As I keep eating, I manage to eat all of the rice. As I keep munching, I realize there's no rice left. Junko-sama. I didn't know you're a great cook. As I muttered that, I begun to clean the dishes. 11 Dream and Reality, April 19, 2036, Dream World. K. Oh, the sound heard in the monitor rings. Buttons smashing and a girl's cursing. This marks my 27th win today, Enoshima-san. As I celebrate my win, Enoshima frowns and grumble. HNGH. Fine, you win. Enoshima flick her finger. A bed has appeared and she plop on it. So, are you willing to help myself when the times come? As I state my deal, Enoshima smirk. HMPH. I'll help you, but lately your shackles on the door is weakening. As she pointed the door, I see a steel door that's now beginning to rust. Well, I can't help it, you know. You're already my other half and I won't even remember it here. Sighing, she grins even more. When the times come, I can exchange my position to you and enjoys my time with Ayumi. Seeing her full with desire, I just prepare for the worst. Sigh, I hope you can do this, me. Seeing that she's slowly breaking in. The time on her arrival will sooner. Thinking about it, I try to secretly peek in Enoshima's mind. Hee, Ayumi, my sweet little puppy. Don't you worry, your big sisters will be coming soon. Oh, I wonder if there's any boy that already comes to her. I'll just kill. After taking a glimpse and her making a poker face while releasing malice, she smiles and asks me. Ready for another round, Junko? As she take her own stick, I smirk. You ready to lose, you pervert? Teasing her, she just grin instead. Oh, you'll regret it, Junko. Picking a character and the match starts. The game lasts more than it should be. Junko's POV, 10 a.m., April 19, 2036. Feeling a small headache after waking up. I grumbled and tried to woke up in my sleepy state. Oh, Junko-sama. You're already regained consciousness. As Eliza see me, I slowly try to leave the soft and fluffy sofa. MPPH, yesh. As I answer her while still feeling sleepy, I see Eliza holding a camera and pictures me. Moo, can't you please stop that? As I pout, Eliza just chuckle. Sorry, Junko-sama, but seeing you in this state makes you more cute. Squinting my eyes and wiping it, my vision began to clear. Tis, oh. You're cooking? What's that? Questioning her, she explains it to me. It seems to be yasei itame, one stir-fried vegetable and some teriyaki chicken. Itadakimasu. As we prepare, we now eat. Junko-sama, I have some questions. As I eat slowly, I gulp and nod to her. What is it, Eliza? It seems that you know how to cook. I didn't know you were good at it. Looking at me, I realized the intent. Ah, I forgot that I haven't cooked considering that I eat food made from the chef in the mansion. Junko-sama. Calling out to me, I regain consciousness from my thoughts. Well, I actually watched videos about making fried rice. Do you like it? As I ask, Eliza smiles. Actually, it was good. It would make you a good bride someday. Phew. I began to flush, Why I'm blushing? As I contemplate about it, Eliza beams. Oh. Blushing Junko-sama is on another level. Rapid click. I dismiss and pout. Moo, don't tease me. As I cried out, Eliza grins more. After eating, I go back to my chamber and look at the mail that's arrived. It's a mail from the University of Tekai. Enoshima Junko. Congratulations on your enrollment from the school. We have now received your result and we applaud to you that you have been coursed in S class. Seeing this, I smirk. The English 1 and math are easy. I kinda had a hard time on Japanese literature. Others. Well, many things have changed, but I really have to thank my studious personality despite me gaming before in the past. It seems there's still more. Furthermore, the schedule of classes will begin tomorrow, April 20th, 2036, 7 a.m. at the auditorium of the school. Chamber of S Class 1 will be on room 101. Be sure not to be late. We suggest that arriving early is the best option for those that have no transportation or far from the school. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Closing the mail, I walk outside the chamber and go to the bathroom. Eliza, we're going to the Dragon Revivals Corp near here after I bath. Can you take me there? As I'm taking off my pajamas, I called out to Eliza and she nods. Why though, Junko-sama? I win the ticket from the lottery that my father started and I'm going to be one of the beta testers. Entering the bath, this is the last thing I say before going to bath, but it seems she agreed on it. After taking a bath, I wore my short sleeves t-shirt and casual pants, which made Eliza to change me herself to something cute. Voila! Flashing me a mirror. I see myself wearing a little sweater and trousers. Giving up on my clothing choice, I just go inside of my chamber. Carrying only what I need before leaving, I left a message on my channel that stream will be postponed and move on April 21st. Sigh. Life as a VTuber can be actually fun. Getting all I need are now the bag. I walk out together with Eliza. Locking the door, we wait for the elevator and someone familiar calls out. Wait. Before entering the elevator, I see Yui-san and Hikari-san walking towards us. I greet them back and they do it back. Eliza-san. Junko-san, can we go along with you? Fine. Eliza agrees, entered together with us in the elevator, exit the main front of the building, and enter the car. Junko-san. We're going to be one of them, the first to play such refined VR MMORPG. Talking to me closely filled with excitement, I just nod with her. I didn't know you're that hype when it comes to this, Hikari-san. It's more like she's a book person to me. Well. It's because I'm a fan of Sir Ryuji's games. The company that he leads also collaborates sometimes with other big company that fit the genre for the game, making it a big hit and entertaining. I see. Girls, you ready? You're all seatbelts? As she looks at the back, we nodded and answered yes. This will be a little bit fast, so now that you're all ready, let's go. Starting the engine, we're now heading to the building. Wow, that was fast. Exiting the ride, I feel like vomiting. How can I get motion sickness? You'll be fine. As time passed, Junko-san. That was me too before when riding some fast cars. Getting motivated by Haruki-san, I just feel nauseous. Thank you for that. Recovering from the sickness, we approach the building. Upon entering, we come to the receptionist. Hello to you four. Welcome to DR Core. How may I help you? Greeted by the employee, me and Haruki-san give them the ticket. The receptionist immediately realized what we're here for. I see. You may all take the elevator and go to third floor of the building. There you'll see a scanner and you put the ticket to be scanned. It will automatically know the person and you may come inside. After listening to the receptionist advice, we enter the elevator and as it started to close, a hand came in before it almost closes and the elevator opened. Oh, sorry for intruding. I also have to go up. A guy wearing a cap with a badge flare hanging on his cap together entered. He has a frightening expression that Hikari-san even trembles and hid beside me. It's fine, all fine. Another also joins in. She has light brown chic pixie cut hairstyle, wears a hoodie and trousers. She reassured me and Hikari-san after she enter inside. Hey, Jin. Stop making that expression, will ya? Another also joins in. He looks like he had enough. I'm sorry. The man bowed. Hikari-san getting scared. Oh no, I gotta do something. Hikari-san, it's all right. I'm here. Forcing her to look at me, I mutter those words to her. Why is she blushing? Hi. As Hikari-san mutter, the problem has now been solved. The guy and the girl with him also apologize with the behavior of the man. Exiting the elevator, we approach the chamber where there's a seemingly looking scanner together with the three people. A guard comes up and advises to enter one by one in a straight line. All guardian must stay on the other chamber where they can enjoy and do what they want together with the others. As Eliza and Yui-san part ways with us, we form a line together with the 3 people. "Oh, you're also entering there?" the girl asked. I nodded and scanned my ticket. Scanning. Welcome 680 and 679. The door opened and some people are now here before us. As a guy is slowly coming toward us, he waved his hand with a grin on his face. "Yao. From your physique, it looks like you're from the elementary section. I'm Eiji Sato, Class B9. Happy to meet you here. I'm M. Inashima Junko. Class S-1. Happy to meet you, Eiji-san." Greeting him, I almost said my real name. "Ah. Yeah, you can call me that or Sato, both ways are fine." "Who's this little girl behind you?" As he pointed towards my back, "There's Hikari-san." Umamiya Hikari Day, Class S-1. Happy to meet you too, Eiji-kun." As Hikari-san shouted while her words faltered, she finished her greeting. "Oh how cute. Well then, nice meeting you too." As he grinned and waved, he slowly turned back to his group. As me and Hikari looked for a spot, we arrive on a spot near the pods and sit down there. As I'm looking at the other group, the 3 also entered the chamber. The girl waved at us. I wave at her back and she slowly come in our spot. "Sorry for that guy, he's kinda scary but he's great as a friend to have." She apologized and start to bow but I stop her from doing that. "It's fine, Hikari-san here just surprised and intimidated by him." As I persuade the girl made a grin. "Then, it's all settled. Also, you're actually pretty brave and mature for your age considering from your physique. You two are first grader, right?" Nodding, she continues. "Then to return, my name is Yugure Yuki. Class S10. The big man there and the guy next to him with an annoyed expression is Yoishika Takeshi and Hageshi Sakiro." As Yuki explains, I nod to her. "Pleasure to meet you then, Yuki-senpai." As I call her name, she make a small grin. Then, "Thank you." As she think of our name, I immediately answered. "Inashima Junko, senpai and here my friend and classmate Umamiya Hikari. Both of us are S1. As I mutter, she nod. "Then, I'll be together with those 2, see you later." Parting with us, I nod and look at my right to see a sleeping Hikari. I smiles and wait while looking at her sleeping expression. After 10 minutes, a personnel came up and go to the main table. "Sorry for wasting your time waiting. Today, we now announce that you're all able to play the VR MMORPG, alternate online, in the pod that are here." As he pointed out the pods, it all gradually opened. The personnel continues. Alternate online is divided into 2 genres. The first is the fantasy one where you explore in the world of Arcadia, RPG and more where you wandered around it. Murmurs are heard and give a positive expression. The second, which is the shooting genre, is in the world of Xian. The world there has gradually dried and perfect for a world of entertainment and fulfillment in being violent and gory. Sound of wow are heard inside the chamber. There's also a lot of map to choose from the simulation. 15 plus age, of course. We allowed all ages but we advise not to play this genre as they may experience traumatizing event inside. The guys inside shouts and cheered. The personnel stopped the shout with his hand. The major system, Kato, and collaborators help us building this game, so without further ado, let's get on to the main points. As he's continuing on his explanation, I suddenly feel a dull pain inside my head. Ah, not now. Feeling the headache, the sound inside the chamber lowered down. I keep enduring it but the sense of hearing dropped down and I can't hear them. Junko-san. What? As I look at Hikari, the explanation ended and we were now asked to get on the VR pod. Going over to it, the pain lessened. Still the ache is still there. Okay, I'm almost there. Lifting myself and entering the pod. It closes and I put the helmet in my head. The time inside there is 1 day equal to 30 min in reality, so that's all I have to say. Also, you all can come here every Sunday to play. Your time limit for now is 5 hours, which has a total of 10 day inside of the VR. Enjoy and have fun. My head finally stop aching and I enter the world outside to reality. 12 error, alternate online. The dull ache is now gone and the pod is activated. Scanning. Multiple lights are coming at the speed of light, and it stops. Error huh. Stabilizing the system. As the message appearing, a crack behind me starts to appear. Error booting up creator, Kato, ono grave, yod ont. A girl suddenly appear in the cracked and do something on the system. Permission declined. The system been declined. The girl looks at me. Her appearance is full of shadow as if she wants me not to know her identity. Initiating repair mode fixing. 10 as the percentage comes up, the girl come close to me. What are you doing? The girl push her hand beside me and I feel sudden pain. Let's be one. The gibberish sound like a radio sound didn't let me hear her but, let's be one? The girl pushed through me more. Isekai. I fell down due to unimaginable pain. This won't last long as her body flown into me. I feel sick and thus lost consciousness. POV. 100 The cracks in the space disappear and only someone remain on the floor. Welcome to the white space. The girl who falls down slowly stands up and as the message disappeared and as her eyes opens, the girl assures herself and slowly grins. Foo. At last, I'm free from the shackles. Junko, no. Enoshima muttered. Character customization. The screen appeared near Enoshima. She's. Oh, looks like I'm in the game. Well, I should cover for her at the moment. As she look on the list, nothing seems to satisfy her. Let's just randomize. Random. As she clicked the button, a message appeared. Are you sure you want to randomize your character customization? Enoshima tap, yes, and the system scanned her. Scanning. Body scanning. Player error. As the system rings out, it mobilizes a series of messages. Multiple person has been detected. System booting, Kato. A cat appeared and flicked its own paws. System have reached a consensus. The series stopped and Kato puts its paw at Enoshima head. Giving player 14 the unique passive skill open double angle bracket equilibrium x close double angle bracket in. Forcefully changing its race class to open double angle bracket Nephilim 1 half angel half devil close double angle bracket. Enoshima surprised as she watch another message appears. Additionally, Major AI, Kato. Give the player title open double angle bracket Jekyll and Hyde close double angle bracket. What? Jekyll and Hyde. System dismissed. As the message ended, Enoshima grin widens. Ah. Great. Nephilim huh. I wonder what's that after I finish everything. Here. As the system been dismissed another message has pop up. Error. 2 in 1. Initiating admin skill open double angle bracket separate close double angle bracket. As the message pop up, Enoshima staggered. Ag. A light suddenly struck her causing her to experience immense pain and as she tried to endure it, a person suddenly gets out of her and fall down on the side. Error fixed as Enoshima looks at the girl. Killing intent surged inside of her. Why did Junko get separated? Junko who splits up with Enoshima gradually woke up. Where am I? Why's there a white-haired girl similar to me? Sobered, a message appeared beside Junko. Skill open double angle bracket equilibrium x close double angle bracket has taken effect as Junko tapped the word with its information has been revealed. Open double angle bracket equilibrium x close double angle bracket. There's such an equality inside of a person. Similar to karma, people do virtues and sin. Yin and yang. Sharing one's body. The user splits or fused together with herself as they're both the epitome of good and evil. Junko eyes widen and look at the other with her guard up. Enoshima who sees Junko's guard up expression only grin. Looks like the fox got out of the bag. What? As Junko tries getting information, a panel has appeared to both of them. Please enter your name. I enjoy my time together with Ayumi and sometimes you're streaming. Typing Junko and Enoshima's name, they have both decided on their name. Huh? So you're actually the one that I was keeping losing consciousness midway before and interferes with my thought? Receiving this news, Junko was baffled but then she realized something. If I lost consciousness during that time, does that mean? Looking back at her, she only smirked while tapping back and forth on her name. Oh, now you know, Junko. So, how does it feel to see that you killed them by your own hand? As Enoshima waiting for Junko's answer, the one that she gets made her puzzled, dumbed and amused by it the same. Nothing, because I have no problem with that. Rather, I thank you for doing the deed. Enoshima blanking out can only open wide her mouth as Junko finally puts on the name she'll use inside the game. Li Z, to Li. Ri as in reason, logic, Z, Ko as child, greater than Riko. Submitting the name, the system wait for the other. HMPH, your answer made me blank out for a second but you don't feel anything about it? Questioning further, Enoshima also submit her name. Character. Hu Li 3 Cory, Fox. Sly fellow, ho. It's similar to my concept of VTuber counterpart and for your question. Why would I sympathize with a killer that almost broke Ayumi? Amused by the naming and answers, Enoshima leer. I'm seeing you in a new light, me. Let's protect Ayumi together and have her marry us. Submitting the name to the system, it was easily accepted and series of message pops up. No, you pervert. Rejecting the proposal immediately, Enoshima pops a vein inside her but ultimately calms herself down and wait for the game to start. Name submission confirms. Welcome, Riko, and Cory, Tao. Finally seeing that they can now play, a message pops up. Error and Junko can only stomps her foot. Come on, I already want to play. Passive skill open double angle bracket equilibrium x close double angle bracket still in effect. Please fuse so that you can be able to use the perks of beta testers. Seeing the message, Enoshima grins and immediately pulls Junko towards her. Come here, Junko. Wah! Junko slowly goes inside of Enoshima and the body changed covering her with white light and finally dimming down. It shows a four-winged person. 2 gray and 2 white in between. A silky twin-tail gray hairstyle and as she opened her eyes, it was revealed to be purple. Junko, Enoshima, touch her body and smiles. Alright, it's a success. No, it's not, I'm here and you're the one controlling it. Ignoring Junko calling, the system confirms and reveals information. Open double angle bracket perks of beta tester close double angle bracket has now been activated. Click the skill for information. Enoshima seems to understand and taps the message. Open double angle bracket perks of beta tester close double angle bracket allow player to have 2 different names and appearance excluding current one for it does not however allow you to clear the PK status as the mod and creator studied it properly. Only way to clear it is either killing other PKERs, monster or doing quests. Gives player unique skill for each name holder. Increase in express increase by 10. All base stat increase by 5. Seeing the information, Junko inside of Enoshima jumps excitedly as she also made a discovery. Unique skill for each one. Does that mean since we're 2 in 1? We basically procs the rule twice. Hey, Junko. I'm lazy, you're doing this all. As Enoshima calls out to Junko. The body spasm for a little bit and now Junko's in control. Alright, other me. Let's the customization begins. Inside Dragon Revivals Corp, sir. The beta testing is now online. As a staff calls out to Ryuji. He only smirk as he drink a cup of coffee and sip into it. Carefully handle the procedure very well. No casualties must not be allowed. Shouting from above, he heard them all with affirmations like in a military. It's a shame that I can't be one of them. A lady came in front together with her child and a SID servant near to her. Akina, it's still in prototype. If anything happens to them, it's my responsibility as a father to protect you all. Ryuji who turns back see Akina holding hand with Ayumi. But before, you'll always let me do one. Nagging Ryuji, it only made him annoyed. It's different Akina, that will be the very first full dive VR MMORPG and I'm waiting for their departure and ask for any side effects. Calculating the risk, Ryuji fell into deep thoughts and looked back at the time on making this game. After the partnership with Christine, she actually asked help from her companions in Korea and India who was at that time battling each other for technological evolution. He only smirked as he didn't realize the key in making the game and that was collaboration. With the help of Koreans in the virtual reality researching India's super revolutionary cutting-edge technology and together with us, the progress in making this game skyrockets at a fastest pace and now at 90, nearing the full completion of the game. I just need now the feedback of the tester to see any reaction or effect for it to be released. Ryuji sighs. The thought of those 2 super country collab was a heaven and heck at the same time. The heated argument after meeting together inside was like that giant monkey and dinosaur fight recreation before they all calmed down and began to reach consensus. Odo-san, do a Niue beta test there? Ayumi asked. She also enrolled in the same exact school Junko did after their separation. She wanted to land on Class S but only fell short and landed to a, which is already a big achievement to make. Relax, Ayumi-sama. I'm pretty sure you're a Niue together with Eliza. The butler reassures to her. Actually yes, I'm very surprised when she came up to the stage and see her number seat, which is 680. The moment Ryuji answered Ayumi's question, Akina let out an "eh," while Ayumi and her butler dumbfounded by it. Dear, why didn't you tell us earlier? Akina smiles as she grips Ryuji's shoulder tightly, causing him to slightly feel pain. You didn't ask. Ryuji with a straightforward and honest answer. Watch as Akina bewildered by the answer of him for a short moment. Anyway, as Ayumi calls out to Junko, she looks out and see the tall building in the view of a skyscraper, inside alternate online. Phew, now it's all done, as Junko finally finish all the things and confirming the last name of customization. She now eventually exit the white space, and the sight that enters her is a soothing breeze of the wind as she realizes that she's on a mountain close to a forest, and a message that's always any game would say. Welcome to alternate online. Wow, it felt so realistic. As Junko happy with the immersion, a voice rangs out inside of her head. Yeah, it's all good that it's so realistic on so many levels, but where's the killing? I want to have some fun, and Ashima, waiting for the time on the white space, had enough and unfuse herself with Junko. Then, let's play, shall we? Running down, their first goal is now to go to the forest. 13 inside alternate world, land of Hollow Diamond? Huh. So this is alternate online. Kinda cool, and the surroundings feel real. As I look at the forestry, the grass seems to dance with the wind. A gray-haired woman in her 30s. A ragged cloak hiding my upper body excluding my face. Eyes like amethyst that seems to shine, and last but not the least, 4 wings that are grayed out, appears and admire the scenery. Open tortoise shell bracket. Yes, Junko. Can't we just get off with this and already start? Close tortoise shell bracket. Hearing a voice inside my head, someone who looks like me appears in a translucent form. A child on her way maturing. A black-haired and winged child that you may find cute, but a predator in disguise. Red eyes that show crimson blood and despair, but she hides it like a rabbit that you may fluff. Her brazen and sadistic nature may haunt you, but it'll come in packages later. Open tortoise shell bracket. Can you also stop that monologue? Close tortoise shell bracket. Who are you talking to? Me? Looking at the translucent devil, she only glanced at the forest before looking at me. Open tortoise shell bracket. No. It's nothing. Close tortoise shell bracket. Floating around me, a thought popped in my head. These things that happened to me on this day are pretty bizarre. If it were any other kid, they would go insane from this. As I have this thought in my head, the other me seems to smirk. Open tortoise shell bracket. Ho, any other kids? So you mean to say, you're special? Close tortoise shell bracket. Hearing these words, I shook. You can hear my thoughts? As I look at my other self, she seems to float around me. Open tortoise shell bracket. I'm you. I'm inside of you. Think of this like that certain indie game theory about that kid that falls into the underground. Close tortoise shell bracket. As she explains, I suddenly became aware. You're able to peek, aren't you? Including all those moments, as I question her, she seems to look away with a grin. Open tortoise shell bracket. Him guess. Close tortoise shell bracket. As she seems to tease me, I let it go, for now. Alright, for now. In every video game, let's look at our stats, as I whispered. User. A status board seems to appear. My other self seems to also close in on me. User. Hikari, Mew, Cage 2 Hidden Race, Angel, Nephalem, Devil Class. Stats filled down pointing triangle HP 100 100ths of a megapixel 200 200ths ATK 10 def 8. AGI 15 and 12 vid 11 int 10 wis 15 luck. Abilities filled down pointing triangle open double angle bracket limiter LV. 1 close double angle bracket open double angle bracket LV. Close double angle bracket open double angle bracket contract LV. 1 close double angle bracket open double angle bracket split LV. hidden, close double angle bracket. Open double angle bracket equilibrium X, passive, hidden, close double angle bracket open double angle bracket com LV. 1 close double angle bracket open double angle bracket acceleration, passive, LV. 1 close double angle bracket open double angle bracket combo juggle, passive, LV. 1 close double angle bracket open double angle bracket kick LV. 1 close double angle bracket. Spell filled down pointing triangle open double angle bracket demonic manipulation LV. 1 close double angle bracket open double angle bracket illusion LV. 1 close double angle bracket open double angle bracket ethereal manipulation LV. 1 close double angle bracket open double angle bracket humanize, hidden, LV. Close double angle bracket. Titles filled down pointing triangle open double angle bracket Jekyll and Hyde, fake, close double angle bracket open double angle bracket beta tester. Hidden, close double angle bracket open double angle bracket first 15th close double angle bracket open double angle bracket fixed by God itself. Hidden, close double angle bracket. Beta tester privilege has been activated. Status has been temporarily limit breaked to a certain degree. Pain setting have been forcibly activated. Locked temporarily at 50. Some race skill and spell are temporarily disabled. All basic skills growth you choose are increased to 25. Will be disabled after launch of the game. This seems kinda interesting. Also, why does my luck stat appear to have a question mark? Is it still bugged? After looking at my stats, I confront my other self one last time. And you, other me, what is your name? As I questioned her, she seemed to grumble before answering. Open tortoise shell bracket annoying. I don't have a name but I call myself an Ashima. Born from, yours truly, close tortoise shell bracket she bows similar to a maid-like stature. An Ashima, I see. Coincidence that it's the fake family name my father gave me. Then let me name you. As I look at an Ashima, she grumbles even more. Open tortoise shell bracket do whatever you want. Close tortoise shell bracket as I get permission from her, she seems to also appear solid. Then, your name will be Mako. As I point at the black-haired girl, she shrugs. Mako, not bad. Okay, from now on I'm Mako. Thanks, Junko. Naming her Mako makes me have a weird feeling well up inside me. Oh, you're thanking me, Mako? That's new. Grinning at her, I only feel annoyance coming towards her. TCH, I'm still giving it when late than never. After turning on me, I have a thought that seems on my mind. Then, Mako, call me Oni. As I talk, she seems to punch me but I lean from the left to avoid it. Wind blows aggressively in my back as I stare at Mako. Don't think you can buddy-buddy with me suddenly, Junko. That's a line that I want you not to cross. Looking at me with a serious attitude, I really feel something inside of me that's flowing in. Mako. My Imo-Udo already on her rebellious phase after I name her. After thinking that inside of my mind came with a contradicting. Who said I'm your Imo-Udo, on the side. You seem to deviate from your Oni-chan. A child will always be a child but with me here, I'll lecture you. Having an idea, I use. And an information condition has been given to Mako. A few seconds passed and she accepted it. Readying my stance, she grumbled. Think you can beat me? I'm the one that killed those supposedly murderer that almost make you bit the dust together with Ayumi-chan. As the wind salts, Mako whispers. And I'm the Oni-chan, not you. What did you say? Nothing. Let's get started and show you why my resolve will make you realize your mistake. And then after this, I'll be having fun with Ayumi-chan. As the wind blows like a timer to us, it stopped and we approach each other, and a fight begins. I approach Mako and try to palm her but it seems she wants to grab me and I won't let her do it. Intercepting her, I parry her hand, trap her feet by stomping it and I readied my hand by opening it in 1-inch punch. Thunk as I punched her in the solar plexus, she seemed to endure it and was blown by a meter from it. Seemingly confused, she slowly got up, albeit trembling and coughing. Q. How are you doing this? How'd I not know you're able to fight? As she pointed at me, I realized what she meant. You said you can, peek, but I suppose you can only see my vision and some of my memories, but not my dreams. As I changed my stance, Mako seemed to be confused. What does that mean? Does it mean meeting with that Junko and playing with her is false? She said she trained inside a dream. But that doesn't make sense. As she grumbled, she felt a headache. You got me, on that one, Junko, now, I'll be the one to do it next. As she took a stance, she shortened her distance with mine in a mere half a second. Staggering me with a stomp, then throwing a deadly palm to me. Next action would be me blown away, but it didn't happen. For some reason upon stomping, we both fall off, and I who have seen my skills, use. To avoid falling off. Phew, now where is crash open double angle bracket? Close double angle bracket peeved. Seeing Mako crashing to the floor, I chuckle before looking around at the cave. Upon checking it, system information seems to appear. Information obtained. No Man's Land obtained info. Underground of No Man's Land. Information revised. No Man's Land equals Lost Purgatory. Beta tester privilege lend legendary skill open double angle bracket final stand close double angle bracket. Upon dueling with your other half, obtained growth skill open double angle bracket CQC close double angle bracket and increase its level to level 3. A cave that oozes out eeriness, air that's stale, and darkness seems to devour everything that comes near it. As I look behind me, Mako seems able to stand up. As expected, this situation seems pretty bizarre. As I look above, I seem to see a transparent silhouette for a second, but I just pass it on my mind. Hollow diamond, Pav, it seems someone has the gall to enter here. Opening his eyes, his air becomes serious. Entering this place means you are either lucky or one unfortunate lad. Standing up, he expands his aura covering all inside and outside of the land. There. As he senses the people around the cave, he immediately rushes towards them. A Nephilim and a devil, huh? Are they after Creator's wish? Either way, I'm seeking a fight. So let's act like an evil person and beat the crud out of them. As he grinned, it seems that Junko and Mako will have a bad time upon entering the underground of Lost Purgatory, or are they? 14 Approaching alternate world. Underground of Lost Purgatory hollow diamond. Mako, it seems someone is appearing. Looking at Mako standing up, she grumbles while dusting her ragged clothes. Huh? You say what now? Why would someone appear in a cave while we didn't even enter its entrance? We're just standing here yet at the entrance of it. Sneering at me, I just sighed. Well, just prepare yourself when something happens. Looking at the cave once again, it seems something is flickering in the middle of the darkness and it seems to approach us really, really fast. Heelloo. No diee. Shouting at us and making for a big swing. I immediately dodged it while Mako got punched in the face and blown backwards from who knows where. Peeved good for her. You dodged it. Unfortunately, it seems your companion wasn't. He chuckles while massaging his left shoulders. Crack. Oh, that's the spot. Well, why's the devil and especially a Nephilim doing here? Are you coming for your Creator's wish? Sadly, I won't give it to you. Upon hearing the man's conversation, I became intrigued. Let's just go with the flow. Glancing at the place where Mako got blown away and looking at him, I smiled. Creator's wish. Well, yes I am, but I didn't know that someone was guarding the cave and itching for a fight as well. Heck yeah I am. It's been 500 years since the wars have been over and I eventually got bored while I sensed you too. Cracking his knuckles, he smiles. Well, before fighting you, what's your name? As I questioned his name, he shouted. Well, my name is Ah. As he was going to introduce himself, he got hit 3 times. A body shot, liver and palms strike towards the chest before also getting blown away. Looking at the rubbles that crumbled beneath the man, I look behind and see Mako seems to exude an aura of killing intent. Open double angle bracket cage have obtained the skill Rage LV1 close double angle bracket. This interface seemingly looks like a Pokemon. Peeved, chuckling in my mind, I softly grin at her. Oh, Cage. I didn't know you already got up. How's the morning shine? Teasing her while using her game name, a blue vein popped at her head. Oh, did she snap? It's the first time seeing her like this. Well Mew Nichan. Someone wants to die so I'm just returning the favor, you know. What, you want a piece of this too? Showing her fist, I just laughed. Do what you want to do. I'm going to fight with you too. Looking at the crumbled path, the person immediately stands from the rubbles. That's a good one, Missy. The punch has the power of a bee. It stings a bit. Walking towards us, he introduces himself once again. My name is Bakunawa. If you defeat me, I'll give you what you wanted. If not, a grave is what I give you for. Peace. Shouting, he stomps to the ground and cracks immediately appear and stretch towards our foothold. Now, let's start. As he let go of his feet, he rushed towards us again. As I prepared myself, a system information once again appeared. Filled diamond, filled square, filled diamond lost quest appears down pointing arrow fight for the wishes difficulty, unknown. The god and the demons have battled before 500 years ago. Bakunawa, one of the guardians whose might is immeasurable, has been forgotten and left alone in one of the caves of purgatory that is now lost in history. Suffering solitude and sorrow, he wished and itched for a fight, but the creator wish had him shackled, unable him to fight outside, thus making him suffer even more. Loneliness fell before him, he then chose to slumber. Now that you have appeared after 500 years, he now has a chance to yearn for his wish, and that is to fight. Goal. Defeat, K.O., kill, satisfy, subordinate Bakunawa and have him accept you. Reward. Varies, hidden reward may appear upon perfect completion. Upon failure, fleeing, grants the title open double angle bracket legendary coward close double angle bracket and death. Open double angle bracket legendary coward close double angle bracket. Hey, looks like you're just a yellow belly person. Plus L plus ratioed plus KYS plus you suck effects. Unable to gain stats before entering level 50. Filled diamond, filled square, filled diamond. I see, then I have to, no matter what, not fail this quest. As I run towards him, Mako rushes at him using her wings. Cage. Don't hold me back now, Mew Nichan. Closing toward each other, she ready to punch while Bakunawa seems to change his position by widening his hand like a bear. Grappling type, huh? In that case, as Mako, Cage, was at point-blank range with Bakunawa, she ducked and went behind him. Grabbing him by the stomach, Bakunawa seems surprised by the devil's method. Hey! Let go of me. UHORNBTCH, trying to break free from it, Mako, Cage, seems to pop a vein and lift him up. WOOAAI. She suddenly suplexed Bakunawa, leaving his lower weakness open. Mew nay. Open angle bracket, got it. Close angle bracket. Grabbing a hold tight of him, I fly up immediately in the air and accelerate myself, going down, preparing a hammer kick down in his genitals. Wah wah wait. As he realizes where I'm aiming at, Bakunawa suddenly sweats a bullet. Too late. Hitting his groin, he let out a roar so loud. A status effect hit both of us. Bakunawa's roar has affected you. Debuff open angle bracket dizzy close angle bracket and disturbed close angle bracket have befalls upon you for 3 minutes. Damage done to Bakunawa. 450 HP. Bakunawa damaged and ruptured your hearing. 34 HP. Ag. Holding my ear, I feel blood trickling down inside of it. I can't hear anything. My vision is also blurring and spinning. Trembling, I take a look at Mako. Mako seems to also bleed in her ear while still grappling Bakunawa, but he finally breaks free from it. Both of you all have done well, but this is the end for both of you. Grabbing Cage from her waist, he jumped up high in the air. Stop. Open angle bracket, I could say the same to you, but too late, I'm done playing games. Close angle bracket, putting his hips on Cage's head midair, he spins wildly while falling down like a cyclone. FCK this ACT, Dragon Screw Buster, dropping to the rubbles. I can't hear anything, but I can feel it. Mako, Cage, wailing in pain. Is this the end? Standing up and walking towards me, I now realize what a monster I'm facing, but why do I feel calm in this situation? It's pretty abnormal. Skill open double angle bracket calm close double angle bracket and open double angle bracket rage close double angle bracket have reached its maximum level. Evolve it? What am I even going to do with this? Bakunawa, slowly walking towards Mew, exudes a menacing aura. TCH, seeing Bakunawa taking his time walking in front of her, Junko, Mew, chose to evolve it. How do you have that ability? Bakunawa, frightened as he remembered something in the past, immediately rushes towards Junko, Mew, and barrages her at frightening speed however. Legendary skill open double angle bracket final stand LV. Max close double angle bracket have been activated. Skill expires in 3 minutes. Filled diamond final stand type. Legendary remove debuffs and make you unable to take damage for 3 minutes. Increase stats and damage dealt by an additional 50. Filled diamond as Bakunawa kept barraging Junko, Mew. He trembled as the eyes of Mew changed into someone he truly didn't want to remember. Congratulations. Due to your horrifying experience and condition, the skill open double angle bracket calm close double angle bracket has evolved and fused with open double angle bracket rage close double angle bracket and open double angle bracket final stand close double angle bracket, making the condition required tainted and corrupted. As he held her, her arms that should have been broken returned to their former state, and grabbed Bakunawa by his shoulders. Skill open double angle bracket calm close double angle bracket, open double angle bracket rage close double angle bracket, and open double angle bracket final stand close double angle bracket have been fused and turned into lost type skill open double angle bracket zen state, madness, close double angle bracket. Bakunawa, seeing her eyes that should contain normal pupils turn to swirls, he trembled and tried to let go of his hold. Unfortunately she grabbed and squeezed his shoulder. Bones cracking and broken are heard loud underground. Bakunawa, who's hailed and chosen as the guardian of one of the caves of purgatory, scared at what he's witnessing, flings and throws Junko, Mew, far away from him however. Trembling, he looks behind only to find the devil who also has those eyes. No. Get away from me. Dashing towards his cave. The devil and Seraphim block his path. Now Bakunawa doesn't go, right? Let us have a wonderful time to, there. The devil and Seraphim smiled at him. Both of them are in perfect sync, which made the dragon even more frightened. No. Stop. As he saw the silhouette of the one that got him utterly destroyed on those two, he rushed and threw a punch towards the devil but taking the punch, the devil only stood there while her eyes looked at him mockingly. The devil moved and threw a punch at his guts while the Nephilim grabbed him behind his back and hit his spinal cord using her knee. The devil and Nephilim continue on beating the dragon renounced on his might, switching on punching, grabbing, stomping, kicking him all over the place. The area around them eventually got destroyed and Bakunawa can only endure it until his final breath. Gu-s street stop, I su surrender r, place please and no more. Yo you can go inside and get that, please. Bakunawa, whose eyes are tearing up and full of bruises and swollen injuries, hold both of his hands in the air, not wanting to look at the two. Looking once again at the two who were smirking. They put one of their hands in the air. Bakunawa, who trembled at the sight, closed his eyes and waited for his demise. Good boy. Patting Bakunawa's head in perfect synchronization. Bakunawa felt dumbfounded while the two immediately enter the cave in a trance while leaving the poor dragon behind. I'm sorry, creator. Be because of me, Aiku. Bakunawa can only weep as the two people disappear in the cave and yearn for the creator to forgive him for failing his mission. 15 Cave alternate world. Cave of Purgatory. Open angle bracket it hurt. Close angle bracket. As we walked inside, the sudden pain enveloped our head. Clutching my head, I try to remember what happened after we fight Bakunawa, but there's this feeling of my memory not returning. What was that? I don't know what happened. Open angle bracket I feel like our mind and body fused. Close angle bracket. Mako, who has now recovered, put both of her hands on my shoulders. What? Open angle bracket don't ever do that again. It's disgusting. Close angle bracket. Flopping in front of me, she slowly returned inside me. Mako? Open angle bracket close angle bracket. I try to feel her inside of me and I recognize a pale darkness. Near me. Is she Mako? Trying to touch it, my mind forces me to regain consciousness. Open double angle bracket skill split have been deactivated. Racial skill have now been regained. Close double angle bracket. My racial skill is back and I'm all alone here, staying still. I have come to decide on my own that someone from above is playing on me. Fate really is twisted. Wandering around and trying to observe the surroundings, after a few minutes, I arrived at the center of the cave. The sun shines through the Middle while an item is in the middle of it. Its appearance is similar to an orb with ornaments rotting away. While the ornament and the area around it crumble and rot, the orb doesn't. It made me wonder how sophisticated the game seems to be. Going through the orb, someone blocked my path. Open angle bracket. Close angle bracket, looking at his appearance, a hat similar to a captain in a pirate crew, a golden ornament on his neck and jewels on his wrist. His eyes that will captivate a woman's heart together with his bare body. Unfortunately, his expression seemed to crumble after I beat him together with Mako. Why are you blocking my way, Bakunawa? Open angle bracket. I forgot something about the wish, close angle bracket. Confused, I take a step forward while he does a backward. Open angle bracket. Hey, stop that. Hey. Close angle bracket. Continuing, he is now near the orb and eventually tells me what it is. What's with this dragon? Get out of the way already. Is this the wish? Open angle bracket. Ah yes, I mean no, it is not. Close angle bracket, glancing back at him with a deadpan expression. He flinched and tried to hide behind a pillar. I eventually grabbed it. Creator's wish rarity. Lost an item lost in history. It said that it has the power to communicate and ask a wish from the creator similar to a holy grail. Through time, it eventually lost its power. For some reason, the item didn't crumple after the first usage that should have been activated. Though, it has a way to regain it back after using a unique characteristic of two elements that signify life and death. Item effect. Meet the creator and have your wish granted. Open double angle bracket lost due to usage of a certain guardian. Close double angle bracket. One-time use only. Ah. I see now, the fact that he's scared and trying to block me is because he or someone uses it. Maybe him, since he said no one has come here for 500 years. Putting it back on its place, I ask the dragon. Who used it? No response came to me from the pillar. I asked you who use it. Open angle bracket. It's me. Close angle bracket, making an angry tone. The dragon faltered on his word before giving up. Yep, he used it. I sighed, and it looks like my thinking is right. Why did you use it? Asking him, he burst. What? You think you're the only one who doesn't feel solitude? While history never happened yet, I live in a cozy and warm place together with my family and people. Then something crud happened. Suddenly all the places started to go to war. After I was renowned as one of the strongest sea lords and was beaten by someone I feared. I haven't been forced to protect this place. This place. Making me all alone in this wretched place. I want to fight together with my tribe. Or, why can't I just leave this place? All those thoughts flowed in me, making me feel solitude and loneliness after time passes through, but I still uphold my responsibilities. All for the sake of that prophecy binding me to this place. Hearing my tribe died after those years, I succumbed to slumber to hide my pain. Now that 500 years ago have passed, it still lingers. That's why I asked my creator 100 years ago after I heard they die for them to be reincarnated, to be anew. It's been granted, and now I'm still here, all alone, waiting for someone to kill me. How pitiful, I say. Hearing him burst into frustration, I was shocked. Now I see why the orb has been used up. Catching his breath, he looked to me straight in the eyes. I see it, pure blue, all sadness, regret, frustration after being alone after all these years. I see, if you still want your orb, you can have it for all I care. After that, kill me so that my soul will be able to escape this horrid place. Sitting down near the pillar, the dragon only awaits my decision. Still, what should I use it for? Grabbing it once again, I realized that a skill can try to give it energy. Ah, I forgot, due to this all happening, one of my racial skills seemed to fit the condition. Then I hope this will work. Activating my skill, Divine Demonic Manipulation. The orb shakes before glowing brightly, consuming me before disappearing in the place. Realizing that, the dragon can only mutter, I see. The prophecy is true. And shake his head and wait for Nephilim's arrival. Ryuji's POV, Dragon Revivals Corp. Sir, there's an anomaly on location number 97. The door opened, coming from an employee. I shifted to him. What? I've been told by the team that set it up that it shouldn't be discovered yet. Seeing my confusion, the employee answers. You fiddling. I stop him. It's fine. Take your time. Waiting for him to control his breathing, the employee straightened. Ah yes. A user seemed to be separated from the rest of the group that should have been at a fixed point. For some reason, she was transported to another location, causing her privilege to be maxed. What's more interesting is that the player has doubled herself. What? Hearing Ryuji's voice, Akina and Ayumi silently observed. How is that even possible? Is it a bug? Composing myself, I let him continue. Yes, sir. Hence, it has become a pain for us to interfere. Even our AI, Kato, has solved that last player's casualty. Though, AI, Kato, still hasn't interfered with this anomaly. Should it resolve it? Asking an obvious question, the employee shook his head. Sir. The AI, Kato, deemed it not an anomaly but as a player too. Interesting. Don't let it leak. Also, for your work, you'll get a bonus. Ah yes. Thank you, sir. Closing the door, Akina looked at me. Dear, is it really safe? Questioning my collaboration, I nod. Me and Christine have come this far. The pain she'll get from the damage is limited and cannot be converted in real life. Similar to a dream, if she dies, it will be only a nightmare. Depending on the pain setting, the brain will make it similar to it. After my explanation, Akina can only nod her head. It's not an Iyue, right? Oto-san. Looking at Ayumi, he felt unsure what to say. I certainly hope so. Looking at the monitor, I can see that the players are enjoying, exploring, and testing the waters of the game. 16 creators wish alternate worlds. Waking up, Junko, Miu, finds herself looking at a blank space. Pushing herself up, she looks around only to find nothing. Standing up, a voice calls her out. Welcome user Miu, to the Creator's Haven. A monotone voice devoid of any feelings. No, this is not Haven. Contradicting the voice, it stays silent before answering once again. No, user Miu. This is Haven. The place where the Creator resides. Then, where is it? Fluttering her wings, she once again awaits. Silence overtakes the voice, as it does not respond. A being slowly appears inside and changes the surroundings. Junko, startled and fascinated by what she sees, takes note of the scenery before looking at the being that have entered the plane. Open double angle bracket sorry, user Miu. Once again, I'm the Creator, close double angle bracket. You're a cat? Tilting her head, she looks at the prideful cat that has arrived. Open double angle bracket ah that's right. You've never thought that a creator would be a cat. No, rather, I just wanted to stay like this for a while. Close double angle bracket. The cat, who just realized it, chose to jump and land at Junko's head. Hey. Open double angle bracket so, user Miu. What is your wish? Close double angle bracket licking its paw, it awaits Junko's decision. Can I get a super powerful weapon that can one-shot anything? Asking an obvious question, the cat simply shakes its head. Open double angle bracket request denied, user Miu. Before asking about a defense item or other stats, it's not allowed as it break the balance of the world. Close double angle bracket. Thought so. Pondering on what she can wish, she removes the cat from her head and brushes her hand toward it. Open double angle bracket times ticking, user Miu. Close double angle bracket. Miu, deep in thought, close her eyes to focus herself on what she wishes. Ah, Miu, getting a light bulb moment, states her wish to the cat. I wish to have a reenactment of the past. Open double angle bracket. What past are you talking about? User Miu. Close double angle bracket. The 500-year war of the gods and demons. Open double angle bracket. I see. Calculating the process of allowing variables, requesting permission to Kato, request accepted. Altercation of history, creating a new worldview possible. Consideration of higher up permission. CEO of DR accepted. CEO of Dreamer accepted. Developers upvoted. Wish granted. Close double angle bracket. Open double angle bracket. Initiating creator's wish effect to other users. Please be on standby user Miu. Close double angle bracket. Dragon Revival Corp. Sir, lost item, creator's wish, has been activated by user Miu. The creator seems to be waiting on our side. AI, Kato, has approved of the user's wish. The wish statement is the reenactment of the past 500 years of war between god and demon. Upon delivering the news to Ryuji, he seems perplexed by the situation. What did you say just now? The lost item, Creator's wish has been activated. Questioning once again, the member of the game's team nodded his head. Sir, yes sir. The reenactment, the user said. I'll approve it. Also, can you stop this soldier shenanigan? I'm not a commander at all. Sir, no can do sir. Your valiant effort in decision-making is worthy of a commander. Standing firmly, Ryuji can only sigh upon his employee's act. Alice, status report. Calling out Alice, she appears with a checklist on her hand. Kaichu, the developers upvoted the decision of the user while we still await the decision of the Dreamer's CEO. Other members of the team also approved of it. In my opinion, I also agree with the employee's statement. Alice with her sparkling eyes agreed with the employee's antique while uplifting her glasses. Just stop with the flattery. I'm just a simple man who continues my father's legacy. Having enough of these worshipping, he dismissed the employee. Before sitting down on his chair, everyone really does worship Oto-san in this company. Ryuji, hearing Ayumi's mumbling, can only rub his head. Surely, this user will not be my daughter, right? Opening the television, the reenactment will soon begin. Christine's POV arriving in Japan. The cold winter greets me. Greeted by the employees set in this branch, I greet them back. As soon as I entered the car, a notification popped out on my phone. Open double angle bracket. A user has activated the lost item. Creator's wish. Wish statement is the reenactment of the 500 years war between God and demons. Possible alteration of history. Awaiting permission. Close double angle bracket. The creator's wish. I designed it so that the user can have its wish granted. While I do set some limitations, the fact that the user wants to see it is quite interesting. This is also actually good for that other world we're collaborating with. Giving permission to the AI. I closed my phone before arriving at TH Place, the Dragon Revivals Corp. Kamusta. Ms. Rosales. Kamii Naganda saw a young pag dating. One greetings. Ms. Rosales. We awaited your arrival. Greeted by the member of the board, I bow. It's fine. You can use Japanese. I want to immerse myself in the country. Giving them the consent, they happily bow back. Then, Christine-san. Our Kaichu is at his office. Being led by the staff, I nod my head while still remembering the man's Tagalog skill. Once again, I realize my country's language is really funny and awkward to use, not unless you're in the country itself, though I can say that it applies to other as well. Chuckling, I walk at the entrance of the office. Opening the door, I see a familiar face. Akina. Open angle bracket. Christine. Close angle bracket. Running toward Akina, I tightly hugged her. It's been a long time. Christine. From behind, I hear a man's voice. I grin. Ryuji. Yes, it's been a long time. Bowing my head, I suddenly see a girl behind Ryuji. Oh, are you Junko-chan? Questioning the girl, she shakes his head. You're not. Nodding her head, I pat her head. Quite adorable, this young girl. Looking at Ryuji, an awkward silence seems to appear. Christine, why are you here? Akina, who breaks this silence, I silently give a thank you in my eyes. I'm actually about to talk about what we would do about the alternate world. Despite Arcadia being finished now, this user's wish is also an opportunity. I see, this is really great and will benefit both of us. Ryuji, understanding my intention, seems able to arrive at the same conclusion. This will be the history of the alternate world, Xian. A world where if the demon were to win, causing the technology of this world to advance even further after a century have passed. Yes, that's it. Although, I'll add more to that upon the release with the help of the team. As he nods his head, I look at the television where it shows the environment being replicated to fit its history. My AI, Kato, is really working hard. Mommy will be there to talk to you soon. Hikari Pav, alternate online, Arcadia, What is this quest? Tilting my head, the other players seem to be baffled by the sudden notification that arrived. Looking around, I also see our surroundings frozen. Global Lost Quest. The Nephalem alteration difficulty? Down pointing arrow. The Nephalem have successfully obtained the creator's wish and wish to reenact once again the history of the 500-year war, causing the world to alter upon the demon's victory. Heroes, fight for the righteous and become victorious on the battlefield. We gods will be wishing your victory from above. Warning. may cause one of your identities to become an NPC. Before accepting this quest, be sure to change on what will you use. Reward. Unknown. The creator will decide on what you will get after the quest is over. Upon the completion of the quest, there will be no backlash regarding whether you die or lose this fight. Users who reject this quest will be put in spectator mode, where they have no way of communicating with the heroes. Lost title open double angle bracket histories savior close double angle bracket will be gained upon the victory of the user. Open double angle bracket histories savior close double angle bracket reenactment of a war that will become a singularity has been destroyed. You have done well and you should be proud of yourself. Effect all damage dealt toward the monster has been doubled. Resistance to multiple elements increase by 30. Do you accept the mission? Play button yes, no, this quest early on, in the game? Is this a privilege for the beta tester? Looking around, other players seem to be contemplating before disappearing on my sites. This is still a win-win situation whether we lose or not. Accepting the quest, I also disappear like the rest of them. 17 to 500 Year War. Demon's Side. Is this where I am? Opening my eyes, I see some demons kneeling in front of me, sweating profusely. Mu-sama. Is there some? Perceiving that the demons stopped talking, I look around and see that the others stopped moving. What? Time being frozen, a notification appeared in front of me. Global Lost Quest Altercations Procedure Difficulty, Impossible. You have now arrived in the history of the 500-Year War. In spite of that, the end is now nearing for the demons. Lead the demons to effectively settle the divergence of history. Condition to achieve. Lead the demons to victory play button, taking in effect. Title open angle bracket histories defecator close angle bracket. Effectively remove the mana roots in the battlefield play button, taking in effect. Title open angle bracket neutralizer open double angle bracket true close double angle bracket close angle bracket, play button, taking in effect. Title open angle bracket close angle bracket. After the quest is over, your character Mew may be possible to get NPC-fied. Your power may be strengthened as hidden conditions are achieved. Reward. The creator will decide your reward after the quest is over. Failure of this quest will make history reset back to normal, effectively making the singularity over. Title open angle bracket pitiful one close angle bracket will be given upon failure. Open double angle bracket pitiful one close double angle bracket such pity. Not only do you fail, you also fail to divert history. I'm disappointed in you. Effect buff gaining chances will be fixed at 10. Debuff given to you will have a chance of 100 and the effect will be increased by 1.75 more. This quest is so brutal, but this is what I want, a challenge. Status. Lozenge, name. Mew, race. Nephalem job, Demon Lord. Stats filled up pointing triangle abilities filled down pointing triangle open angle bracket divine demonic manipulation close angle bracket open angle bracket subordination close angle bracket open angle bracket martial arts close angle bracket open angle bracket hustle close angle bracket. Open angle bracket flight close angle bracket open angle bracket dream tech one close angle bracket open angle bracket intimidation close angle bracket open angle bracket combomancer open tortoise shell bracket passive close tortoise shell bracket close angle bracket open angle bracket pillage. Open tortoise shell bracket passive close tortoise shell bracket close angle bracket open angle bracket illusion close angle bracket open angle bracket split close angle bracket open angle bracket equilibrium close angle bracket open angle bracket transmutation close angle bracket open angle bracket zen state. Open tortoise shell bracket enlightenment close tortoise shell bracket close angle bracket open angle bracket stealth open tortoise shell bracket in-depth close tortoise shell bracket close angle bracket open angle bracket transcendence close angle bracket. Titles filled down pointing triangle open angle bracket sinner close angle bracket open angle bracket demon sovereign close angle bracket open angle bracket hopeful achiever close angle bracket open angle bracket enlightened one close angle bracket. Open angle bracket progenitor close angle bracket open angle bracket fallen goddess of equilibrium open tortoise shell bracket fake close tortoise shell bracket close angle bracket open angle bracket sorrowful one close angle bracket. Open angle bracket feather a rocks close angle bracket open angle bracket shocker close angle bracket open angle bracket holy dark bringer close angle bracket lozenge. I see. So this is what they are. Dream Tech one. Is it related to constructing? Pillage. Chances of mimicking or entirely devouring the opponent's skill. Brutal. I might say for a demon lord. Transmutation, morphing item or appearance of oneself. Stealth with the in-depth, very useful for information gathering. Okay. Reviewing all my skills, I turn to look at my skills that I have on my first day. Lozenge, Divine Demonic Manipulation Racial Skill Nephalim are able to both control the power of the holy and darkness element with ease. Lozenge, still the same. No, it feels more powerful and sharp. Then what about the Zen state? It is now enlightenment instead of madness. Lozenge, Zen state open tortoise shell bracket enlightenment close tortoise shell bracket lost skill you have attained enlightenment hence you learn the harsh truth of the world. Siding with the demon, such blasphemy gods say. Effect increase your perception, abilities, and stats by 30. Damage given to you decreased by 25. Sub-skill open angle bracket final stand close angle bracket duration by 5 minutes. All debuffs are disabled upon reaching pure fatality state. Passively activate skill open angle bracket charisma close angle bracket and open angle bracket emotionless close angle bracket. Lozenge, I see. Split and equilibrium seems sealed. Time seems to be slowly accelerating back to normal. Thing wrong? Time continued. I glanced at all my now subordinates and stood up. Perceiving, they stand upright. Meeting dismiss. Mu-sama. What? All of you except Eri for now will be dismissed. I would like to have a talk before the inevitable begins. Hearing my intention, all except one demon stays inside and the door loudly clangs as they all exit except Eri. Walking toward the balcony, I watch the demons who are working happily and some who are grim with the situation. Silence brewed, I called out to her. Eri, yes, Mu-sama. Call me by my name, Eri. You know it's only my identity as a demon lord. Eri. One of the most loyal subordinate of the demon lord, from the skill. Open angle bracket subordination close angle bracket, her kind is a cat beast demonkind whose agility is their forte togaher with their reaction time and body flexibility. Turning back to Eri, she feels my emotions in my eye. Faltering, she stopped as she contemplated before opening her mouth before me. See Cameron K. Kismet-sama, I'm very sorry that the situation has come to such a state. There is silence but tears welled up in her, I could only watch her before she talked once again. We failed you, Kismet-sama. As such, this demon will take its life. As soon as she tries to kill herself, I immediately manipulate the ether to hold her down. Why? Kismet-sama after all this, why still fight for our kind? You have already done enough for our kind, so why are you still fighting? Ooh. Looking at her breaking down, a status seems to appear in front of me. One of the hidden conditions has been resolved. Demon Lord name revealed, Cameron Kismet. One of the sealed trait have been unlocked. Skill open angle bracket equilibrium close angle bracket and hidden sealed skill open angle bracket judgment close angle bracket. I see, Cameron Kismet. From what I know, Cameron can mean crooked while Kismet is fate combining them means crooked fate. Once again, how twisted, fate can such be. How pitiful, the demon lord is. Why do I still fight, you say Eri? Are there any other reasons? It is because I have attained my enlightenment that I now know how harsh and cruel our world is. Gods that are no longer upright and just, some succumbed to human desire and framed other gods including me. Fallen, I encounter your kind hoping that even such twisted narratives can be changed as I know you're not that kind of beings portrayed by the people. Such one feeble seed can grow eventually in the apocalypse. And all things must come to an end eventually, Eri. Even if I were to die, you and my people must hold on and fight. Sniffs. So don't cry, Eri. For will be with the rest of you after this is over. I promise. Kismet-sama, Uwa. Clenching me, I also hold her. There, Eri. It's fine, it's inevitable indeed that there's nothing we can do except for dirtying our hands for the future of our people. Caressing her head, I can only ignore the message that appeared in front of me. One hidden condition achieved demonkind's motive to humankind. The doom of humankind right-pointing arrow the reconciliation, preservation, and acceptance. Sealed trait unlocked. Stat points doubled. 18 to 500 year war. Heroes, sighed Hikari Pav. Welcome heroes, to the kingdom of Mastavio. Hearing a voice, I look up to see a king who radiates in a warm aura that gives me a sense of comfort. This place is Mastavio? Glancing around, I found some players around me who were already waiting. Oh, is this the last one? Looks like we're kinda few. A warrior stood upon me, making me feel courageous as he stood beside me. HMPH, they're missing out on the benefits whatsoever. A cold voice was heard, chilling the players around. Staring towards me, I can only droop my head. Act. What the open angle bracket, you're scaring her, orangutan-san. Close angle bracket, open double angle bracket, peeved kuhahaha. Why your name that anyway? Close double angle bracket, shut it, I simply mistyped it, nothing else. Are they, the trio that me and Junko meet? Trusting my intuition, I called out their real name. Are you Yuki Senpai, Takeshi Senpai and Orangutan Senpai? Calling them out, two of them's chuckle while the other seems to he pissed about My name is Sekiro, not Sekiyo. Don't copy them. Blocking my ears, I immediately bowed. Aw, sorry. Hey, you're Hikari-san, right? Your name is actually Dede? Do you love oranges? Ah, yes. Putting my head up, I glance left and right but fail to see my friend. Ah, you're looking for Junko-chan, right? I immediately look at Yuki-senpai and nod my head. I feel like Junko, the one who got transported elsewhere, since I count everyone including you before the transfer. I trembled as I felt alone once again, which caused Yuki-senpai to embrace me. It's fine. I do think Junko's also fine considering that the open double angle bracket beta tester. Privilege close double angle bracket makes your player increase stats to a certain point. Consoling me, I calmed down before being approached by the Takeshi senpai. That's right, Hikari-san. Believe in Junko-san. I'm surprised though that we're only 10 that accept this quest. I do think Junko's one of those who reject it and watch us from above. Taking those words, I walked together with the group to have knowledge about this world. As I was saying, the demonkind doesn't have mana root because they're the creator's filth and the world's doom. In regards to that, they have exceptional strength that rivals all creatures in terms of strength and have a good adaptability to surroundings. As we're being lectured, I feel like I'm missing out on something. Besides strength and their manaless body, they instead use an unknown variable called ether in our world that corrupts anyone that holds it, thus creating black magic. There is something more, I can feel it. Holding myself not to question the wizard's lecture, I can only clench my hand. That's the gist of our situation. Please heroes, lend us your hand for the extinction of demonkind once and for all, as the prophecy says that this will be the final battle. As the wizard finishes, the king immediately bows himself to the ground as his subordinates try to not let him do it. Don't worry, we'll help you. As the player with a cape lends his hand, I can only see that the deal has been settled. As the deal is finished, we were held for now in the castle to feast on luxurious delicacies. The kingdom and its people welcomed us. The church praised their gods as they gave them a companion that would finish this war. Exploring the environment, I noticed one of the gods with her assistant. Her halo and aura exuding justice and faith to humankind. Her white hair gives a pure sense while wearing a toga. I can't help but slowly bow, while the goddess simply thanked me before we parted our ways. That goddess, why'd I feel like I've seen her before? Mako Pava, it's warm, disgustingly fusing with Junko. How awful it is that I have to be one with her. I'm still dizzy from the aftermath. This light, I keep hearing a voice. Is it calling me? Hikaru-sama. Opening my eyes, I only see the blurry world and system prompt. Lozenge, system prompt, you have accepted the global lost quest, open double angle bracket Nephalem altercation close double angle bracket hidden conditions have been achieved. Changing open double angle bracket Nephalem altercation close double angle bracket to forced lost quest open double angle bracket anomalous crossed close double angle bracket. You who have been transported in the body of the goddess of retribution. Open angle bracket fake close angle bracket right pointing arrow mischief open double angle bracket sealed close double angle bracket. Cause trouble inside the god's domain the moment the war starts. Warning. The divergence may cause your identity Hikaru and Cage may be NPC-fied upon the completion of quest. Upon failure, The divergence of history has a possibility of dwindling. No punishment will be applied to you whatsoever. Reward. The creator will be one to give you upon the completion of the quest. Lozenge, ah, this will do. Kahahaha. Let's change the toy then. Foo, ah, yes. My mind certainly wandered for a moment. Do you need some time alone, Hikaru-sama? Glancing at me with a worried expression, I grin softly and nod. Let's just play pretend for a while. Junko's innocence will do the trick. Looks like the preparation took a toll on you, Hikaru-sama. Well then, I shall let you rest before the final day starts. Walking up ahead, I can only grin in my mind, hurting this place inside out. Seeing a player slowly bowing to me, I wave my hand before parting ways. Ah, that girl, should I use her?